Hey, people, up. Hey,
Okay.
good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. This is the Titans, Mr. Titans.
Blessings.
We have vibes in our people.
All
I want
right.
to pass a wall on there. We're live. I want us tonight. So hear this. Before we even start the show tonight, you can just make sure you eat already, because we have something for a finger with Big Mama. We have finger more tax thing with releases with Big Mama, Yeah,
What?
tonight upon Titans. We not gonna put that.
What?
And
Evil
we
fly again?
yes, Big Mama need for pay the tax. I was a TJ. If you look on the phone, it's a TJ want to collect some tax, but them Big Mama out tight, You understand? Because they want to collect from 2024, 25. Big Mama them owe too long. So they want to collect that from Big Mama. Big Mama not supposed to even operate. So when them should I investigate? Them should I investigate Big Mama or them get the time span them from the government ministry. Not
Yeah.
true.
Definitely.
Perfect. Right. And bear in mind that Big Mama has gotten the benefit of 10 right off.
10 right off.
Yeah, that I mean, look, I mean, if you have a company
Yes.
and you receive 10 right off from the company, from the government, it simply means that you are operating right at a loss most of the time.
Yes.
And so then that would have signal that your business need to be closed.
True.
Right? Because number one, the government cannot facilitating you in terms of giving you write-off and the situation as it relates to the government not getting its revenue. Now, what makes that even more dangerous, right, is to say that where you might have institution, and I'm speaking generally now, you understand, not specifically Big Mama. You understand, although Big Mama is in the pool of what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
So you have many institutions within the PSOJ, right, being operated, right, where the government being writing off their taxes. So the fact of the matter, when you look at that, we are talking about you have also institutions that been collecting taxes from their workers. And they are not paying over those taxes, right, to the relevant authorities. That is going to have a ripple effect, melting pattern and lonesome, to the fact that whenever you have, just like might be my family then, or any one of our families, right, might seek the interest in terms of wanting to take out an NHT loan for home, right, for mortgage purposes.
Yes.
And just imagine that person might work just for an example, might be working for Sandals for 10, 15 years, or any other hotel, so to speak, 10, 15 years. And decided now that, we want a home. We have been paying contribution, NHT contribution, for about 10, 15 years. And let us go to NHT and see if we qualify and see if we can pursue to get a home.
Well, hold it as a Byron, because we're going to start the show now. Byron, you can continue now.
Yes.
The melting pot, and when we're done, we're going to make them. Because we are with these people. We're going to start the show now, right now. Because the Titans have a touchdown,
All right.
But hear this. We're going to release some of that documents with Big Mama, some tax documents, after we come in back, make Byron finish and melting pot. They will release some fresh in need for paying taxes. We don't know with Big Mama. Exclusive. So just wake up on a husband now, on a wife, let them asleep and say no.
Yes, man. And people remember, share out the live. Share out the live. You understand? Share out the live. You understand? Send a message. So people share out the live, man. Share out the live.
Just get your juice, your titty juice out where you drink, and just catch and watch where I'm going. Yeah? Make us start the show. Yes. No two way about it. 1 a.m.
Start packing because you are going.
Oh, you mean Titans up, you know, people?
Yes.
Come on, we're up. So, hear this now. You're melting pot, you can melt them alive, and barrel, I can finish talk with my talk. But people, we're going to drop the first thing right now. And we're going to go back to the other thing. But we're going to drop something where, when Big Mama for pay money, because see which person name represent Big Mama and tell them in a court who them are come with for pay money. So we're going to drop that one there first. See? We're going to drop, and then we're going to go back to show the Big Mama with the money. You know? Because Big Mama coming like when we talk, Big Mama knows so we're not joke around here. No, we're not joke. No time for joke. All right, make bring up a one here. Consider one, yes. Make consider one. So make look on the name and who and what them say them are talk to the company. Make do that one first. You look on that one people. Look good if you can't say a name there for me. You can't say the name, but we not have to read this. That's Big Mama up here.
Yeah. Big Mama News. Big Mama News.
And yes, so the name I know. Who this?
Alexandria Powell.
Yeah.
Who assured that it will be delivered to the responsible manager. This notice will expire on June 11, 2024.
So June last, just a couple months ago.
Yeah, man. This is quite good.
So, because them buy time. This is not 25. This is not 205. This is June 11. Because each time it expires, them go and bake some time, right?
Yes.
Who this? You see the name? Big
Yes.
Mama, you see the name?
Yes.
You see who represents Big Mama? More peace? But I'm showing you something otherwise, you know. This about court business. So then make sure it reach to the manager. Go on a Big Mama. Win, right? Right? You see it now, Byron?
Exactly.
All right. So this are just one. We are start off like that and then we're drop a next bombshell. Go on here. That for sure them have them code thing and them get time and each time it run out, then go and pay a little thing. I'll show you one money with them pay now.
Yes.
700,000 when them open, we'll go to the NHT and show, because remember you have PAYE, you have all kind of things and everything, yeah? So we'll show when them pay. I'm going to 70 odd million, you know, 72, not 65,
Yes.
72. So we're showing them pay 500 and odd, because them have who represent them. See? So make us show us something with them pay around us. Around us, so we're not joking. That one, just looking at the class, this is the last time we know, all right. So this, 2022, this is when them pay money. I don't think no more money, we not see no more money with them pay to NHT yet. Because them are buy time, right? Let me see the last payment. The payment, I hit this month, the 6th of July 2022.
Yes, man. 6th of July 2022.
Tax. It shows tax, activity tax. You see tax, yes, it's a tax up on this.
$760,000. $56.24.
Look at interest. See the money with them.
$162,903.39.
500 no,
$579,703.
This is credit. This is the money with them pay.
Yeah.
Let me see when them pay this. Let me see how much money up here so them owe. These are the NHT one people. 2022, these are the NHT, yeah? Period. These are NHT. These are the time when them pay the money, yeah? See that 6, yeah, it's the activity seater. Period for the period, and this is the time when them pay, right? I saw things. See that mark out. You see when them pay this? You see it?
Yeah.
This is what them do, them not pay. I will know, so them not pay. We not ask them. So them pay little over $500,000 this out. Can't rub out anything, don't it? This is one I will let go more, you know. I hear so much sheet this. All of that have 169. No. 2 of 6 of what that you see it? See the sheet them there? Eh? Enough sheet that you see it, Byron?
Yes, man. It's plain, man.
And you see when them pay them money, the credit. You see when them pay them money there. And you say, I will share that. Well, 26 January 2022 activity, yes.
Yes.
That, okay. All right. We don't see no more activity on that. See? So we see what our interest scope and things. See the money out for the period now, Byron. a 72,841,000, right? 232.43 cents. 72 million. These are just the NHT, you know, people. These are just part of the 1.8 billion. These are the NHT. We have to turn over to NHT. Gone up to this.
Yeah.
Look, a big mama mouthpiece. Let me just show them. Look up yourself.
Big Mama News Network.
Yeah, all right, good. And everything. See the number, customer and everything there.
And let us see the total again. The total, go to the left.
Up here. In progress. Suspend return. See there? 72 million. 800. This is for NHT, do you know?
Yeah.
But the whole of them are different, one. You understand?
Exactly.
Yes. So these are the NHT one. See? So you see the total right there, so?
Yeah.
Yes. All right? So, not my word. Not Byron word or melting pot.
No, sir.
We melt up that. Tell Big Mama for go deal with this. Yeah? Tell Big Mama for go deal with this. We see where Powell, yeah, surety, but them now come forth. Them for see something, or do something because them sees ladies are homer. Them do a lot of seizing, brother. This a joke. It's a goddamn joke.
But,
yeah?
So we end.
Goddamn joke.
The thing is, when we look at that, when we look at, you know, in terms of Big Mama, right, just for NHT loans,
yes,
right, 72 odd, you know, $72.5 million
yes,
being owed to NHT.
yes.
But let us talk deeper than that, because this is one of the reasons why Jamaica has to know that under no circumstances that Big Mama would have been speaking in the interest of a People's National Party.
No.
Right? They wouldn't. Right? Because Big Mama has been compromised. Compromised in the sense of him lacking the ability, right, to pay his taxes.
Yes.
Right? And the government aiding and abetting Big Mama to continue to evade paying taxes.
All right, no more viral. I'm going to show the people, they make them understand. So, see the NHT, the NHT EU. That the one when we just talk about the NHT one. So you see them have GCT, them have PAYE, them have Ed Tax Art, NHT, NIS, Asset, SIT, BMT. So it show, it break them down.
It break them down.
Let me just show you, I'm going to show order. You see it all, and it's time, and it's still all up to now. And it come from them. It come from way down there, so the money now. You understand? See a total there,
1,201,326,000.
Yes.
But
$8.94, and it go up more than that right now. Yes.
But if you look at the accounts at top, Wayne, what that is saying is $1.2 billion. Right? Yeah. You see that? 1 million.
1 billion. 1.2 billion.
Yeah, 1,201,226,000.
And it's a climb.
And it's climbing. But if you notice, Wayne, this is what I'm talking about, which is extremely dangerous as it relates to what the government aiding and abetting Big Mama to do. Because if you notice, all of what you have just shown there, like Big Mama owe these direct taxes.
Yeah.
NHT, the NIS, and so forth. All of these taxes, direct taxes.
That's the workers, them forget serious though. Don't make them treat them.
Yes.
You know, let people pay trick from people, them can't do it, you know,
Yeah. So the thing that I'm concerned about, right, is how much that is going to affect the workers who are working for Big Mama and those entities who continue to be drawing taxes from these people, but yet they are not paying it overweighing to the requisite agencies. Yeah. And that is one of the reasons why we have seen this. This is very serious, you know, because it's not only stop at Big Mama. It goes through the length and breadth of Jamaica as it relates to the corporate entities. You understand, being executing practices like these. But again, this is what we as it relates to what we call systemic corruption.
Yes.
Because the Prime Minister himself melting pot and loan sum. The Prime Minister himself is dealing with tax avoidance as well. When he started ADMAT, it was the very same thing as it relates to why ADMAT, you understand, being executed in St. Lucia, right, was to avoid taxes, right? So the man at the helm, right, and this is how vicious it is, so people need to understand. Here you have a Prime Minister, right, who definitely, right, aiding policies to ensure that Jamaica pay their taxes. And not only that, Andrew Holness-led government is imposing, right, taxes on the people, right, but tricking the people, melting pot, in saying that, look, he has not, you know, increased direct taxes. Now, let me say this to the people, because this is the only time that, yes, I'm going to agree with Andrew Holness. Yes, he did not increase direct taxes, but that is direct taxes. Andrew Holness is not telling the people that really and truly where he increased the taxes is on SCT, which is special consumption tax, GCT, general consumption tax, and trust me, he put a lot of pressure on those taxes. And that is one of the reasons why Andrew Holness has a budget of $1.3 trillion budget, as opposed to what Portia Simpson did have. Portia Simpson did have only $600,000 budget.
Yeah, no, got 600.
Andrew Holness plans and everything that he put in into the budget increase in terms of increases on special consumption tax. You understand? Push up that. You understand, to 1.3 trillion. But here it is now. Here all this is so vicious. This is a vicious government imposing such a heavy tax burden on the people, while him is now avoiding to pay tax.
Yes.
Remember, in the Integrity Commission report, right? The Integrity Commission flagged one of Andrew Holness' company that filed nil tax returns. Nil tax returns. So we have to tell the people what that means. So when Andrew Holness, based on the investigation of the Integrity Commission investigators, who found that one of Andrew Holness' company, he filed nil tax returns, simply means Andrew Holness is saying that, okay, that company, right, does not make any profit for that year, so then they can't pay the taxes because they didn't make the taxes. So two ways you can file a nil return: either your company did not make any profit for the year, or the company is inactive, right? No, Andrew Holness' company is not inactive. So Andrew Holness claimed that that company, right, did not make any taxes, any profit for the year. But what's this now, melting pot? What's this now, Pastor Ricky? The very same company that he claimed did not make any profit, the very same company is lending millions of dollars to one of his other company. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, right? The company that Andrew Holness filed nil tax, right, returns, right? That company didn't make any profit, and so then he filed nil returns. It is the very same company that he filed nil returns for, that one of his other company is taking how much $1 million from, lending how much $1 million to. So make that make sense. You understand? So it is a systemic corruption that is going on. So when you have Big Mama singing on Andrew Holness' platform, what you expect? He has to sing. And when Andrew Holness asks him to jump, right, he cannot question. The only thing that he has to ask Andrew Holness is how high I need to jump, right? He has to jump. He has to sing, because guess what? He's fully compromised. And here it is, right? When you look, this is the Jamaica Labour Party for you, right? The systemic corruption that Labour Party, right, indulging. That's why we want to see the back of this company. You understand? Andrew Holness and his minions helping to rob billions of dollars as it relates to the government revenues in taxes. that ought to be collected. And that is one of the reasons why that we did have a budget shortfall, because many of the corporate taxes were not collected. So let me just steal back and make
yes, melting pot. Pastor Vic, you are going, brother, you're good. I'm going to the place tonight.
I mean, well, I like the place of fire.
Yes, my brother. Big up.
Yeah,
Big
but,
respect.
You know,
yes.
first I must say, you know, there's that feedback in the background there.
But I'm going to pause. I'm like, all right. Start now.
Yeah. First, I must say, you know, congratulations to the TAJ to make this initiative, you know. But I must also ask, why did it get to this in the first place? Because tax is what run a country, you know. A country operate on tax revenue. So even though I'm, you know, reaching out and saying thanks to them for making the initiative to go after the tax that is there to be collected, I must also say to them that they have not been performing up to scratch. Because no way, shape, or form, you know, you don't supposed to have company operating and cannot pay the tax. What's the sense of them operating if the tax cannot be paid? How do they operate without tax compliances? That's the question. But when we look at, you know, the staggering amount that they say they have outstanding, $10 billion, that is a vast amount of tax.
Them are more than that still. But that part, you're right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And what is so damaging is the fact that these people who are neglecting to pay their tax have been also waived a couple waiver in the past. Now, Jamaica cannot continue on this trajectory. This is a sinkhole trajectory Jamaica is heading towards, you know? So, all these various companies that have outstanding taxes need to go and pay the tax, because Jamaica need tax money to carry out infrastructure development, the roads especially, the education system and the health system are three priority areas that need these money to aid them going forward. Now, when we look at nationwide mouthpiece radio,
Big mama, man. Yeah, give them free plug, man. A big mama. What? A big mama, man. Give them the
big mama.
Yes, man.
Big mama.
our mama B.
A staggering 1,201,326,000 outstanding. And I mean this data all the way back from 2005. So you can see where this man is operating delinquently, where his tax compliances are concerned. Now, if we look from 2005 to 2025, we are seeing 2 decades. Now, OTAJ allow Big Mama to operate 2 decades in arrears where his taxes are concerned. Who is behind this initiative? Because someone has to be behind this initiative, you know, for this man to continue operating. So I have said it all along, and I see where they are heeding to my outcry. They need to go and collect the tax. Taxes need to be paid so that the country can have a budget for the fiscal year. Without the tax, there can be no budget. And I mean, it is even more relevant in today's period, because Jamaica don't have any manufacturing sector, no agricultural sector. Jamaica have nothing. So I mean, the taxes are more relevant to running the country. But for, you know, so long we have seen where a lot of things in Jamaica has been left to chance. Because when you have a bogus government in operation, who themselves is running foul of the law, then everything breaks down. And this is the result of this dilapidated regime. Everything breaking down. But you look through the spectrum of them administration, you see how much tax waiver they give to some massive company, multi-billion-dollar company. I can't name one in reference, Grace. You understand? How can a country sustain its economy when you have to be writing off tax for companies that are operating? If they are operating at a loss, then they must be wind up by the tax man. They should be wind up by the tax man. So the tax man is not doing his job properly. So tax man, you need to come out and tell me who is hindering you from collecting these taxes. Because that's where you go after the normal people, The people who should be getting waiver. They have to be paying tax on time. But the big man, them, who have the money slung pan, who are on the big company who can afford to pay the tax, they are the one who's getting waiver. So what is the principle of business in all of this? Is the country gone to the Supreme and they have not left behind? We can have a Jamaica society that is built upon the affluent 5%. The 5% cannot carry the burden of Jamaica. It's the massive that carry the burden of Jamaica. The masses is the one who are paying the tax, while the 5% are benefiting from tax bailout. This has to stop. So TAJ, I like the stance you're taking now, but this should have done 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you should have been pursuing taxes. So it's a little too late, but better late than never. So when we look at GTC now, out of Big Mama entity, we are looking at 344,936,411 Jamaican dollars. GTC, general consumption tax.
Yes.
When you look at the critical one, which is the PAYE, pay as you earn tax, we are seeing $611,532,440 outstanding. No, PAYE, is a very critical tax because that have an effect, as it relates to when you get older in life. Now come back down to education tax. 101,458,010. Now, this is why education suffer. Because when you have one entity outstandingly owing 101,458,000 Jamaican dollars. And I mean, these money are being, deducted from people's salary, These money should have been handed over instantly.
True.
When you look at the art tax contribution, we are seeing 18,206,665 Jamaican dollars. NHT 72,679,000, right? 672.90. That's a vast amount. So people now who are expecting to put in an application will go there and see that there's no money.
More you said about the NHT again. Just say it again. Where you see? Pan that the other day, right? And it's a couple of weeks just passed, right? And look on it. Where you just read pan that? Make sure you say it go up every day.
72 million.
All right.
$679,672.90.
All right. Look where it reached right now. Right now. And it passed this too. Every day interest go up on it. Where this? 72 million, how much is that? 841,000 that?
Right.
All right. It gone up more. Because that
Yeah.
did come out from the other day, you know, this a newer thing. See it
Right.
gone up there?
Yeah,
You
climbing
see
it going up.
Aaron?
Yes.
See that?
I'm not sure
840.
so this man not paying no money at all, you know.
Last money we paid there, no better.
Yeah.
He not paying nothing, boy. My drive the people on
500,000.
statutory deduction.
See
But them
that
not paying nothing.
500,000.
Well, I go and show you one now that is very, very critical.
Yes.
The NIS National Insurance, because this is what your pension is based upon, you know.
Yes.
Right? And
Yeah.
when you look at what him have outstanding, 46,858,043. No, you tell me, asset. Well, you know, that are the smallest proportion.
Mm-hmm.
Yet still, you have 1,676,000. CIT, 3,978,000. And in total amount come to 1,201,326 Jamaican dollars. Now, can you have one entity with this staggering amount? So how much the rest go? So even when we look at the 10 billion, you know, that is just a spit in the bucket. Spit in the bucket. If you check out the hotel sector, then you're going to drop down.
A matter of fact, let me say something to you now. The 10 bit, them on got up from 2024 to 2025. That the arrears from 2024,
Yes.
not before that.
Not
10
before
billion.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Just a spit in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is just a 1 year period, you know.
She was not Judge Trish. Yeah, man, 1 year period that. Dropping at the
Yeah.
bottom. Yes.
So when we go all the way back to 2005, yeah, just using Big Mama, you know, the delinquency, Jamaica cannot grow under this type of management. Tax management seems like it's non-existent. TAJ have to do better than this. We cannot allow TAJ, you know, to operate as a hanky-panky tax collector, you know. As a tax collector, you have to be vibrant. You have to make sure you know who supposed to pay them tax on time, but you know, any little shortcomings, you can give them a waiver period of time, you know. But it cannot be like this. So Big Mama radio station for wind up, I've been saying it long time, need to wind up. It serves no purpose in the society.
None.
And the people them who don't need, Titans are telling you from a couple of weeks back, you know. We don't need to go check out to no statutory deduction if it appear. Well, we say we wait now appear.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't need to go up at them place there. The serious pound. This is serious. And I mean, you know, we have to break the news to you guys back home in Jamaica. Yeah, because this affects all of you in Jamaica. But what it does, it irritates us in the diaspora.
True.
To know that our people are working hard for pittance. Pittance. But yet still when them statutory deduction been taken from the pittance wages, Big Mama sit down on it.
Like a 4-lane.
Big nasty thinking Big Mama sit down on the people of money.
So.
Eh? And you have some people around him a sugarcoat him for him nastiness. For him nasty practice, a sugarcoat him. Who is this guy that him have to get so much preferential treatment? Who is him? Just a piece of nasty waste piece of fucking shit. We're supposed to flush with down the sewage drain. Eh? Come out and deal with people them type of way. where tax compliance is concerned and people's statutory deduction not being handed over to the relevant collector of tax, but yet still you're allowed to operate and jab off your mouth every day. Eh? When you're supposed to wind up, you're supposed to wind up long time. No 2 years about it. And I yield to another member of the Titans.
Put up that from.
Yes, Ricky.
Yeah, good evening, blessings and honor. Big up yourself, Father Lonesome, the Godfather, the Professor, Sir Byron, Melting Pot, the Professor, blessings, and to everyone in the chat and viewers and listeners. Listen, Big Mama need to go to prison on day one. You know, Trump said when him take over on day one, this is what he said. Him need to go to prison. This is fraud, man. This is I don't know how TAJ let this go on for so long, but this is fraud because if you collect taxes from your employees and you don't pay it to the government, you're withholding money, as Melting Pot says, and everyone says, because taxes are needed for government services and programs to continue, and without that money, this is another reason why a lot of things are not getting done in Jamaica. Roads are not getting fixed. Hospitals are not getting fixed. Hospitals don't have equipment. Schools are out of supplies and equipment. Because if corporate entities like Big Mama radio station now pay taxes, the budget is formulated based upon revenues owed to the government and taxes that they projected to collect for that calendar year. And if they're having entities like Big Mama and them not paying taxes and withholding taxes that they collect from their employee, that's a fraudulent tax fraud that he should be prosecuted for. And so one last point, him lose the moral grounds. Him not have no moral standing for tell nobody to do what is right, because he's been exposed as a tax dodger, a tax evader, and a liar that withhold money. And the taxes we emit all is taxpayers' funding. It's not his funding. And so he's doing the same people when they on him radio station every day I talk to a disservice, because the government is dependent on his taxes so they can provide the services to the same people that we might talk. So he's a hypocrite. And day one, Comrade Leader Mark Golden, big up yourself. Day one, as Trump said, what am I going to do on day one? Put Big Mama radio station on the agenda for day one, for take them off for the ear. Amen. Turn it back over to you.
Yes, Byron. But don't put up that mail, download it. But I make Byron go and knock it. A Big Mama, you can't get ready.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it, just go down and stop it. You're not going to radio station. No.
Well,
You know, all government account to be a laugh for you, this and the attack. And you know, understand, I'm not so stupid. They're stupid, you know. They're fool in the better. Yes. No, I'm not joking, man. You have one named Fish Headless. Every time he make an attack, he never realize him from the government and the Big Mama under the boss and everywhere. Every time he make an attack him from the government, Andrew will listen everything under Big Mama. Yes. Now, see, me I tell the brothers. Me say no fool, so. He doesn't talk about, brother, listen. The guy doesn't talk about, you remember say, NEPA, who come in with environmental thing, at the PMP, them come in with NEPA. He must say this government and them go to Thailand and this are the government, them just move the money now, you know. Yeah. From this to a couple million, because I remember they fish them. A matter of fact, him have house down there, so. And if him did their worm, him they flatter like the fish them out there too. If they were their worm, out, remember when the fish spill? Yeah, man. Remember him have house down there, you know. So if him did that, him they flatter too, and the man them like with the chemical. Him that be statistic. Remember fish headless that, you know. Him that be statistic in that. So when him come up and say the government, look how the place full of shit water, brother. You did say the place nasty, you know, say a be rubbish everywhere. You might talk about environmental friendly and this and climate. One bag of foolishness. Me I said, stop freeing the government and that Big Mama. Stop it. Stop freeing the government all over the place under the bus. You know, you catch Andrew Wallace and the one them have finger on the bus. Fling them on the Big Mama, fling them on the tree all over the place. Andrew Wallace, them are doing this service, you know. And by the way, we know about the people them where you have. We know about the Byron.
Yeah.
We know about the people them where them have, you know. I go around and interview people. I tell them a mind game them a play, you know. You remember when Andrew come and say mind feel? Me know about what them a do. So them a do some experimenting now where them a take up. When them a send one people all over Jamaica, you know, people.
Yes.
Where them are, you know, them say I canvassing, but them are send out some people chat to you and but them they live like the mind and it not help you. So them are the scientific thing. You fool up. Hey, that's why I come the other day and talk about when you patch a hole, you know, the left like the anxiety, it go down. Like people are, and let me tell you this. You could have mash up me I drive my car and mash up the car too much front end and all kind of things. And you patch a hole for today and then me feel nice and then I come give me a vote. Me that be a request. You hear that? Big you are 28 bank account number one, you're not supposed to depend on the ballot. You know see the man going like, you know see my idiot. We don't take people for man. Them doesn't take everybody for a corrugate plate. A corrugate plate and 5 grand and then you chill. You buy one?
Exactly.
And that's what you take people for? You
Yeah.
don't think Pastor Ricky? Pastor Ricky?
Because I don't know what this canvassing thing I roll out for, you know. Because you don't have people voters ID.
Yes.
And I mean, the canvassing is for something else detrimental to the people. But me, I was say to the people, nobody turn up on the yard about them, I don't know interview, you know. Them you can't do interview, you know. Them you need to go back a zoo. You understand? Because lunatic them, you know.
Of course.
Oh, you can in an election period, couple of months from the general election, but you want to canvassing for what? When you are the ruling government for the past 9 years, you want to canvassing, where you want more people information for. You want to know all them telephone number. You want to know if them go foreign, you want to know all type of thing and if them migrate, because you use them 2 terms, the foreign and migrate, but them are the same thing. That's why we don't say this boy a dog shit. Him a idiot and Holness. You understand? Him want to know if people dead. Him want to know everything about the people them. But you have 9 years about the people them in your country you feel too. Because
You know why? You know why I do that? He might roll out the NIDS indirectly. So the NIDS is a biometric system, tracking and tracing system where them collect your biometric, all of your data them are collect. So the people them now go voluntary go register for NIDS. So this scheme when pull off, indirectly I register people for NIDS and them don't know. And then the next thing on the tax thing, TAJ said that them want to collect rares and do settlements. Them not for doing settlements with Big Mama radio station.
You're right.
No settlement with them. Them for pay up the 1.2 billion.
Yes.
Pastor Ricky,
Yeah.
let us go back to the situation where, because I sent a document in terms of understanding, right, the penalties in terms of when you don't pay taxes. And Jamaica has that, right, in their law, as it relates to prescribed penalties that's supposed to meet out to these persons who are defaulted, right? So I think Wayne Lonesome is going to develop that for us and show it to the people. So let us, you spoke on something earlier, which I fully agreed. I'm getting an echo somewhere.
Put the mic and pass away. You don't know it. Because I come to the echo.
Yeah. All right, testing. Okay, good. Now, so in the case of Big Mama, not only Big Mama, I am generalizing now to all persons, right, who are in the government tax revenue and particularly collecting those taxes from employees and not paying them over. That supposed to tantamount to fraud.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely is fraud. And I am saying that the TAJ, right, need to have more teeth where that is concerned. If the situation is that, okay, these entities did not collect taxes from employees and as such, right, whatever owed, right? Okay, that's fine. But you cannot be collecting the taxes from the employees, right, and not paying them over for whatever reason or the other, right? Because that now institute a fraud to me. That is definitely a fraud. And that now supposed to be a chargeable offense, right? So the investigation that need to be done, the time Big Mama talking about, right, we are utilizing strategy because we don't want him to speak the truth. The time, we are speaking to the authority that need to investigate this, right? The TAJ. If there's a situation, right, where it is known that Big Mama been collecting taxes from his employees and other companies collecting tax from their employees and yet not paying them over, right? That is, to me, a chargeable offense.
Of course.
The relevant authorities as it relates to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, right, need to look into this matter very seriously.
I agree. And because him commit fraud, tax fraud, them not need for work out no settlement for no arrears with him. Him need for pay up every dime, $1.2 billion. And them need for charge him too and give him a fine in court.
Well, and possible imprisonment.
Him to get imprisonment.
Definitely.
Because
a prison fee, because what is now? This money I know. I take the people money, monthly, or whatever pay system them on, but not on the thing.
yeah,
So that's why me ask who a sugarcoat him for them to come talk about them. I go like, take a little bit here and there. No, the man to pay up the money one time.
but
You can't give no farmer leverage in this.
But melting pot, you're the crooks of the matter now. You're the crooks of the matter. Andrew Holness administration can't go for Big Mama to prosecute Big Mama, Tell me why. Because Andrew Holness himself is
file nil on the IC report.
Nil tax return on one of his companies, right? Where the Integrity Commission found out that that very same company, you understand, lending another company of his, you understand, millions of dollars. Right? So then, this administration, right, under no circumstances can really pursue Big Mama, right, or any other entities, because other entities are going to point out that with the Prime Minister. So if you're going to get them, you have to get the Prime Minister.
Have to.
And then now the question is Mocha, right, want to take on this mission? Because we have seen that Mocha take on, you understand, a mission that is a nothing burger. Right now, Mocha has not forthcoming with any charge as it relates to the St. Catherine Municipal, right, big alarm that they raised, you understand, and based on the fact now that they had gone through now investigation, they realized, you understand, that it was only a false alarm, right? So no one getting charges there. And Mocha, you understand, pursue them aggressively with so many police as if, okay, they are going to war in Afghanistan. Now, here is the Prime Minister. Here is the Prime Minister in plain sight. Where the Integrity Commission investigators investigated, right, and found out that, okay, the Prime Minister filed nil return for one of his companies, and that same particular company is lending one of his company millions of dollars. How can you explain that? And yet, that coming like, what I should say, it fall on deaf ears. Mocha, right, doesn't see that. Mocha doesn't see that. Right, and yet, Mocha has the authority to investigate these things. But these things are not being investigated because the corruption as it relates to the Prime Minister.
Yes,
the Prime Minister is indeed corrupted extremely. corrupted nowhere in the Caribbean. Let us repeat this. You know, let me say this. When Titans speak, Titan doesn't speak, right, to GLP base. We are not speaking to GLP base because we realize that many people over the GLP base, right, and so-called dilated, right, they have what you call the crayfish syndrome. And the crayfish syndrome simply means they have a lot of excretion in their head. Shit for brains. If you want to understand what I'm saying here.
Yes.
They have shit for brains. Right? And so then they cannot, right, decipher what is right from wrong. They lose that ability. They have no moral compass, right, in saying what is right from wrong because they are immune to criminality and corruption. The immunity with them is widespread as it relates to criminality and corruption. So they don't see nothing wrong, even when HOLNESS, right, statutory declaration cannot be certified for 3 years, right? They are still finding some way. Okay, let us look over here as it relates to my
criminality.
Wow. Oh, see there, Mark Golden want to kick out Lawrence Rowe. Okay, no, let us make this a big news. Let us make the Lawrence Rowe a big news. Now, let's look at that. While they are making the Lawrence Rowe a big news, right? They don't seem to understand that they are cherishing a leader whose statutory declaration
criminal
for 3 years.
Criminal.
Not only that, having $470 million, right? Running through various accounts through 3 companies, right? They haven't seen there's no wrong. You understand that HOLNESS can do for them. And as a matter of fact, you have certain people on the GLP administration like Warmington and those people, right, try to pull out a narrative as it relates to saying that, okay, we are not going to go down to make Bakra lead us again into slavery, and they try to pull out, you understand, racism argument. But look at this now, people. Look at this. Look at this. Let us calm here for a while. Let us ask some questions fundamental to our issues of concern. Right? Let us ask these questions. We have Mark Golden as it relates to his statutory declaration and his filings. Right? Totally impeccable. All of Mark Golden filings as it relates to way back from 2020 until now. File on time and no issue with Mark Golden's statutory declaration. Look at the Prime Minister. Right? Has issue. Right? And yet he's at the helm of our country. The one who's supposed to ensure that we have a safe society. This man is moving to the contrary. So it looked bad for the Prime Minister to be speaking on behalf of anything that is righteous. It looked bad when our Prime Minister visiting schools and speaking to our children. Because what sort of example our Prime Minister is setting when the Prime Minister outrightly and his minions have not signed the Code of Conduct? What is it? What sort of message that the Prime Minister is disseminating to the society at large? What is he saying when he agreed, him and his minions, not to sign the Code of Conduct? Now, here is someone who involved in terms of constitutional reform. Can we trust a criminal? Plain and simple. Yeah. Can we trust a criminal, right, with our constitutional reform?
Nope.
No, we can't. So for them and those who see the Prime Minister as I heard one news media that Andrew Holness is one of the best prime minister that Jamaica has ever seen. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask that person a question. Can you tell me 3 social programs? Let me talk to you.
That's not too much, Byron.
That too much?
Yeah, you can't say 3. You know, every say what you say what
What can you him so CEO? All right.
Yeah, not too much.
All right. The CEO say if he ask you, two if you ask him.
Yeah, ask you 1 or 2, but 3 too much for him, man.
All right. We are going to still pity. We are asking 2.
Yes.
Now, for the person who claim, right? Because the person who claim that, him owe about $1.2 billion in taxes, and him have to sing loud for make you understand the corrupter hear that he's singing. Because if he's not singing, no problem. Now, let me ask that propaganda machine.
Yes.
Can you told us 2 social programs that Andrew Holness, right, had installed in the Jamaica society? 2 social programs. 2. Please tell us 2 social programs. Now, let me say something to Big Mama. Big Mama, do you know that there is no member of parliament in the history of our politics? But because maybe you never know this, Big Mama. So let me teach you this, and I want you to research this, Big Mama. No member of parliament in the history of our politics had passed and craft more legislation as Mark Golden. So, Big Mama, for your homework, tell me, which member of parliament in the history of our politics passed more legislation than Mark Golden? And wait there, Big Mama, this is the man you want to stop from not being Prime Minister of Jamaica. You're kidding.
You can't stop nobody. With that, listen, we are moving Big Mama now because Big Mama that we cancel and we are going to pressure them because they have to pay the money it needed in a school and it needed in a hospital. 1.2 billion can do a lot of things, Byron. Yeah? And Pastor Ricky and can do a lot of things. Right? No with that. Let me ask Big Mama, you just ask him, and what are we going to ask a question? And we are ask Anjo, which other Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica ever have 28 bank account? Which other Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica ever have 473 million around 2-3 bank account and nobody can? A matter of fact, draw 150. Ungus Maddy come close and say a guy, but him don't have it. Ungus Maddy, because him do a 433 million, right? Yes, can we have it? We have it there. 433. But whoever come close to Andrew Holness, brother, which Prime Minister ever carry a government body, figure Lego them, figure go a court, figure let him go for illicit enrichment. Who's Prime Minister in the Caribbean never do that?
None.
Prime Minister in the world never do that? None in the world. Me go just spread it out. Because him coming like him no know. None. Not even the because them the control what them control.
No.
Him is a criminal, man. Indict him. Indict him right now.
Him never know that. This guy is not last. Hey, them for go in a better. Them for go. But the Titans there phone, Remember we not around put on we run us around put on yeah? You understand? Big Mama make sure go pay your team them, Because we have other things to release by you, that's how the school for the night. See? We see the last time you pay $500,000. We see the woman they will represent and say that and that, and we see that in 2024. Yes. We see it. And we have more. Somebody, all right, so we know, say, the hotel where you talk about, we see 23 million for them, but we know, say, them are pay after that. Because them not own nothing, right? Them don't go owe that, but we know them are pay tax. One of the hotel where you just call them name, like, we see it.
Brian, hold on there. There's an echo that we want to get rid of because we want to
all right, Tita, down.
But now,
Yeah. Hold on, Pastor. It's all right. Yeah, when you talk, Pastor, when you talk, you just turn on the phone and mute it. We can't hear you. No, no mute it. No mute it. No, we just move your mic. When you have a talk, you just mute it and we hear you good.
Still I hear the echo there, you know.
No, we move it now. You're not going to hear it now. You're not going to hear it right now. See? Yes. So this is what we are talking about now. Them at some the matter of fact. So a big mama them run out of just know it. Let me show you a big mama. Hey, big mama them are nasty, you know. So look what them come out with you now. Look at. Big mama available pan law. And let me just talk to McGregor. You let me talk to you. Cause you know, have no sense. You have some people, them just feel them have sense, but they not have no sense in a better. Then, listen to me. If you don't do so, if a man say melting pot or pastor Ricky or mystic, them that run in an election and them did come out and give them blessing in a good. But if you are going to take a space where somebody was reckless, not a real man, reckless, not a real man. Real man not do that. Real man not tape people. Me and you now one-to-one and then tape you and send it out. Real man not do that in a brother.
No.
Real man not do that. Unless somebody, you know, some organization man catch you catch him. But real man not do that. Real man no. Me and you have a one-on-one and then me tape you and I put on them more blackmail. Real man don't do that. So it is not a real man. It's a sperm whale. See? And it's destructive. So the thing that what him go do, you know. Yes, what him go do, you know. That way him name McGregor. Him talk on the thing, you know. And Mark Golden said, you know, not a real man. And me hear a tape come out now, brother. Me hear a tape come out just now. Yeah, yesterday. I'm talk on it, you know. Where him go call this nastiness. Let me tell you, you're not police again, you know. You're civilian now. Stop the police thing. Let me talk to you. Cause me like talk to people just as is. See? Me I talk to you as is. Yeah? Yeah, me I talk to you as is. See? So him go call the guy and then the guy say, me not a real man. He must say, well, I wouldn't say it that way. What you do? Remember the leader that. Remember we interpret that like you throw the people, the leader under the bus. I remember when I play, how we name the Titan round now, beach come out and everything. We no ramp. You understand? You have to know what you do. If we are powering on one thing and we see one of it, remember, you know, because you see loyalty over royalty. You can have somebody there, so when you go take, him came in, you take a seat. You are number one, for them list an enemy. You are enemy number one. Come and say you take where him forget him job. You don't know that, Taiwan?
Exactly.
You don't know that? The guy, you can take him say, me want you to lose. Me want this. And then you are calling, boy, you want friend. Friend with what? Yes, the guy have long got an kind of thing for you. Say something going to go up a big mama. Remember them drink titty milk together. What happened to you? Eh? And you feel say you can't talk now. Like it's a police thing. Let me tell you this. When you're the police force and you're seen a man, you station someplace and you send out some police and them the wrong thing, it upon your shoulder, by the way. So what you have to do, remember some of them people that we are meet now are them granny. Them son might get locked up and get one accused. And you're the senior man when I know. You say I call them kill the 3 youth and the senior woman run out and talk for the police. We know police do a lot of that. Yeah. See? So you know if you try to mend these things and then people are come figure you out vote and them thing there, you have to know yourself. Calm down. Calm down. But we interpret that you take the lead and finger under the bus and win around. That big dirty thinking mama now run out. With your picture. Let me say how a picture she put out. Data and low again. Low. Because them now have nothing for one about corruption and them thing then. A big mama them for pay them dirty thinking tax. Go pay the tax. Look at people. Let me show you a big mama run out with. Look at. Again. And this time they will come out with assumption. We are showing them the tax, you know. We are showing them real thing at this one if you attack them pan. Look how big mama run come let out now. You can't. So what you do? Try counteract the tax so we put out. It now work.
No.
If you run away, you pay your tax. See that? Look at. See that? Understand that at least 2 anti-corruption agencies are investigating whether the public money from the KSAMC was used to finance political piece of shit. What do you think of it? Voila. So if them down at the KSAMC and they made 80 million, that's so they make much money, them so much thing, and them not investigate. So you big dirty thinking, mama, run them for come, hey, you feel like you look at dirty thinking place. And we are gonna pressure them too, you know. Cause them and the police. Enough of them forget send home. You understand for conflict and all kind of things because them are work for Anjonis, them are agent of Anjonis. Yeah? You talk about investment. Remember, you know, have no evidence of this, you know. And the man don't do this, you know. But them always come up with some piece of shit. Call about 2 agencies. But you still, the other day people get overpaid with it. Me I find out. And them they reach there yet now. Them here what feather them down there do is a warehouse. Them they reach now.
No.
Biggest municipal corporation in Jamaica. Them they reach now. And them say I can look up hanky panky. Them no business. But you talk about this. Where you see much money chap. And I know you know go for Andrew this with the 400 million. But Big Mama can't put out this. See somebody put out something and look at. See? Big Mama gonna pay your tax, a big nasty piece of fucking shit. These are germs. You understand? See that? Look at. Let me show you somebody just put out. Look a while. Look on this. Yeah, when them I say yes, look. And them I make it. Municipalities don't hand out cash. They may as a direct
The discretionary.
yeah.
They has a discretionary
that
fund
spend
that you
anywhere
can spend anywhere in the parish.
They may
The
have
mayor of places
spend
spend money for
spend money
three
for
divisions separate from his
separate
own.
from its own
Yeah.
vacant division through death or election to high office. The narrative in red, meet to labor right. See there. So right away, them sit down up there and them might say a call and say, yes, we have uno piece of uno. Big Mama gonna pay your money. And you only them and them a pirate. Yeah? Cow in there. Mama cow. She come back. She a pirate too. And you a man witch, you know. Not a wizard witch. And you a man witch. He's not supposed to be on the ballot. Make me just tell you this.
That's true.
Yes? Straight. He's not supposed the country not running well. It not run well because of Andrew reason. When you should have goddamn disgrace and shame, instead of you hold the government accountable, you run down the opposition, your piece of nonsense, you go pay your $1.2 billion big dirty thinking piece of shit. Go pay up your taxes. And them lock down the station and seize it. These are terms. You understand? Yes, Pastor Ricky.
Yeah, you know, if Big Mama was in America, right, IRS would have send in the feds on him,
Long
and then
time.
would have take him broadcasting license, shut down him radio station, and him would have gone. You'd have seen him in a handcuff on CNN or MSNBC. So, and then Comrade Steve McGregor, SSSP, you know, he make a rookie mistake. Politics is a dirty sport, and him know that. And him have to be careful because Roe is not him friend. Roe bitter, him angry, him full of resentment,
But you can, like your police.
and him is evil. And you can't embrace your enemy with a dagger in your back when you hug up your enemy. So SSSP have to be careful. And then him have him followers them in the constitution from who want him to get the position and him don't get it. So you can't even trust the people them who say them are him followers. At SSSP McGregor forgot just build from the foundation up and get familiar with the people them when they really embrace Roe and stick with that group of people there. Because Roe is a Judas and him is a betrayer of the party. And for him to work with Big Mama and I release information to them from the very first time and go up on them radio station with some crocodile tears like him and look sympathy from a criminal when I pay taxes. I mean, it tells you that him compromise and him no need for be friends with SSSP Roe. I mean, McGregor, excuse me. So right now, Big Mama is an enemy of the state. Big Mama is a betrayer of the tax system of Jamaica because him sit there every morning on camera, a tear down camera leader Mark Golding and the People's National Party with nothing, because it not gonna wear nothing burger, the whole of them. But his intention is to bring division in the People's National Party. So I'm try to divide the party with lies and misinformation and disinformation and propaganda. So his motive is evil. And when him a hug up Ro now and I befriend Ro, and is not Ro friend because them not like Ro, because Ro is a comrade. A wounded comrade, I should say, not a real man. So Big Mama use Ro to the best of his advantage for bringing so discord amongst the comrade them in a central Kingston and try to undermine the leader, comrade leader Mark Golin. And so him need, like I said, on day one, as soon as comrade leader Mark Golin take the oath of office from the Governor General, Big Mama need to start packing bag and go prison. And them need to shut down, cancel him in broadcasting license and strip him of every government contract where him get for broadcast and put him out of business. And I believe Comrade Steve McGregor is gonna win Central Kingston because the genuineness and what I bring to the table as a man who is in right standing and upright and mean business.
Yeah, this
and Ro compromise. Ro is a criminal. Yes. Because Ro said him spend money in the constituents and him want back in money. It's like a man there with a woman, father lonesome, melting pot and Sir Byron. And him and her break up and him say him want back where him get her. You know what I mean? A mama man thing him a deal with, yeah.
That's not a real man.
All right.
So you want me to say now before you come in there, if you're a senior man and you deal with intelligence, you don't know, say you don't talk to nobody on phone because that's why I'm not going to group in a car.
Yeah.
The 1 hour. Don't go talk to my brother then because I'm my brother then. So we different tone here. But me not go in a group. Me infiltrate you. Me not go in a group. And you are senior man, but come out and you remember, you know, you're civil there no. But you should know this. You don't want nobody talk to you and tape you. And then that's for sure say the guy have no respect for you. And nothing. You know the guy though, he have no respect and nothing for you. The guy tape you and then release to look talking from you because you don't have talk. But if me must say, me that I read man, I wouldn't, what you mean you wouldn't do it? You say, listen, the comrade leader say what I'm saying now, when I talk, me I talk to you 1 hour, and if you don't talk to. If a man up, don't say, I wouldn't say that. Because if you say that, it does remind me of a guy who own merciless, you know, better. And sugar mine that with it, me keep a show, then me keep sugar did I do a show over, put more about Fort Clement sister and birthday. And me organize the whole show. I remember me that run a sugar team, see? Do every PR. Me get a chuck of liquor, brother. That time upon my lines where the D&G them there, you know, brother. And Alton, him son never dead. Sugar son never dead. Sugar not dead himself. And when me leave, but me leave after the show, 1 hour, them pay over the money, right? Me never know say people them not get paid. So the guy got a fee. He called me and asked me, and I came up there. So when me reach up there, me come from foreign and me reach up there now. I had years now in the people, back in the 90s. When you look now, the man has said, lonesome, you know, me not get my money yet and thing. Me I introduce it to the man that he can get the liquor pan consignment and thing. The man start pick up for the man. The man said, like, I say, lonesome, you should look at me now. Me just say, hey, stop your fuckery, you know. Because, you know, so I give it to him, don't it? But right away, I sell me in front of the man, you know. Me, I make you know the man that can get the consignment. I hear the man that talk. Me not sugar mine not better. I mean, Alton mine not neither. But you send me in front of, I wasn't there. And them would do the show for me, talk, that them get the liquor and everything, yes. But me did leave out. So them, you understand what I say, brother? If man still get him, but if him never get it at me, come back and the man get it at me, carry your melting pot. You in front of my face, you throw me under the bus?
No.
You can't do that. This like I want to know. The same one. What name? McGregor. You can't say, I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't do it like that. What you talk about? You know, indulge in them things and make him try. You know, so tape him a tape if I hear him gone. If you talk to him one-on-one and him gone in a something else. What you think? You are number one enemy. Me have to tell you that?
Father loans up. Me I beg for McGregor. He make a mistake, man. It's a rookie. He new to politics. He make a rookie mistake.
Ricky and Panel. Well, I know. McGregor as a retired police officer. supposed to have better common sense, you know, because just a couple of days ago, the same guy, the passa with Big Mama and the People's National Party, he must supplement information to Big Mama, confidential information that was privy to Steve McGregor. So Steve McGregor should have never get caught up in this syndrome with this piece of law. You understand? What Steve McGregor needs to do, you know, is to just go there just a Pastor Ricky and build from the foundation.
That is it.
Go through and meet the people in the constituency, man, and rap with them and, you know, consult with them as to, you know, how best we can. I know him alone, him need the people behind him, you know.
But him come from out there. Me banner go there, you know. He just come from the crowd most of the world place. Listen.
Coming into politics now, him need to get politics within him. You understand? Know how the thing operate and what best for the community and the constituency and everything like that. Him not need this piece of low garbage, yeah?
Yeah.
Because this low garbage threw all Mark Golden under the bus, you know.
Yes.
By carrying Mark Golden.
To big dirty thinking, mama.
Big nasty thinking.
Nasty, mama.
So when Steve McGregor think that going to happen, when him get in contact with this piece of law, it's going to be the same or even worse.
Yeah. I want to say something where this is concerned. Because, all right. Now, you know, I work with Steve at Barney Street. So, you understand, I know Steve. But watch this. Now, as it relates to, you know, party selection, two things that I'm going to point out here. And I'm just saying this to Steve as a friend. Because really and truly, you know, might be Steve meant well in terms of want to form a relationship between Roe and himself and make a unity. However, that is not the case with Roe. And here what happened now, as it relates to Roe, this is what Roe is thinking. Remember, as it relates to Member of Parliament salary for the year, Member of Parliament getting roughly about $18 million per year, or a little bit more, based on the salary increase that Andrew Holness had given them. So what Roe is looking on, Roe is looking on you as an enemy that prevent him from getting that. Regardless of how you know, Steve want to come across, right, friendly and so forth, and think that okay, he has the ability to calm the situation with Roe and bring back Roe in the team. Number one, the People's National Party don't want Roe in the team.
Oh, you're right.
And number two, where Titans stand. You understand? Titan wouldn't, under no circumstances, would have agreed that Roe, you understand, should be in the team. Because number one, simply means what we are saying, we in no formal dialogue with Roe.
None.
No formal dialogue with Roe. Because Roe is simply a Trojan horse. Let me say why. Let me look at how stupid Big Mama is. Wait, look at how stupid Big Mama is. To show you that Mark Golden, right, is the sort of gentleman he is. Right? Now, Roe do some work as it relates to his constituency. Whatever he had done, right, Mark Golden and the GenSec, right, is going to delegate as it relates to the best candidate who they know very well has the level of potency, you understand, to win that constituency, right? Now, it is the comrade leader, you understand, responsibility to do that. And the comrade leader internal committee. Now, watch this now. To show you that Mark Golden, right, being the gentleman he is, right, and the GenSec being the gentleman, right, they are. They went and they had dialogue, right, with Mr. Roe, right, and they spoke to Mr. Roe as it relates to party terms and condition, right? And highlight in terms of the party moving forward. Okay, all right. Now, let us leave that alone. Let us go to the Jamaica Labour Party, right? Because remember, them coming out with business now, you know. So I could go to the Jamaica Labour Party, you understand, and talk about Carl Samuda and talk about Mike Henry. Now, to show you classmanship between Mark Golin and Andrew Holness. Let me ask a question. Did Andrew Holness have any dialogue with Mike Henry and Carl Samuda? No, people. But let me ask Big Mama something. When we talk about classmanship, when we talk about respect the individual, Mark Golin and the GenSec had shown Lawrence Rowe that level of respect. And I want Lawrence Rowe now to look that, okay, here is a situation that is similar as it relates to the delegation, right, where the MP candidate is concerned. How did they treat, right, Carl Samuda? How did they treat Mike Henry? As a matter of fact, Carl Samuda and Mike Henry had learned about the information of their exit, right, in the media. So let us look on gentlemanship. Let us look on professionalism, right? Because Big Mama, you lick your head. So then it is the responsibility of Mark Golin, who is leading the ship, that he's going to done his research, if we want, as it relates to representational politics, right? Mark Golin is saying to himself and the GenSec, we want the best. We want the best representatives for the people of Jamaica. So on the basis of representation, not the basis of foolishness and you understand, and what Big Mama want to come with, and you understand, try to make a nothing burger out of absolutely nothing. You understand, when you look at the similarities, and that is why this happening now with Carl Samuda and Mike Henry. So we asked the question, Mark Golin and the GenSec had dialogue with Rowe respectfully. They did not just choose Steve McGregor, you understand, and then Lawrence Rowe heard about it in the media. That wasn't the situation. The situation was that Mark Golin and the GenSec, right, decided to have a conversation, a rational dialogue. So for Lawrence Rowe to get up in his feelings and then being vindictive, go tear off, door off. This
alone. That is not a real man.
Let me say this, people. That's why again we say Mark Golin not only leading from the front, you know. Let me tell Jamaican this. Not only that Mark Golin is leading from the front, Mark Golin is a proactive leader, not a reactive leader. Mark Golin had foreseen the situation with this guy, right? And see there, everything that Mark Golin, right, perceived about this guy has been established.
See, I notice, me tell them some Yo, brother, me tell them, Mark Golin not a man, we go cross. The eyes on the fire, you notice me sit down and me laugh. You come in and you make a one speech, you know. Eyes on the fire say, Big Mama is the biggest piece of shit.
Exactly.
But Father Lonesome, remember the internal integrity committee.
Yes.
Pull Rowe file in on them, reject him. And like Sir Byron said, Comrade Leader Mark Golin put him neck on the block for the youth. Remember, and said, all right, give him a chance.
Yes. So I can't waive these things, right? Because you, remember, you know, you are the leader of the opposition and you can wear the thing and you say, okay, him come from down there, give him a try, make yourself him can feel. Big Mama now, take that. Like him think of the Integrity Commission now. And the, you know, and they come and they wait, God pay you 1.2 billion, you piece of shit, yo. But him come out about him and say, I put emphasis on it, you know. Like people are listening to you, think people are you're garbage. Andrew, you waste time on him to me tell you this. Him and Josh Davis, he said them could have saved you. When they start talking, either lead and tell people about a lie and them suck it up. People hungry. 77.something% of them hungry right now. Under your leadership, under the government right now. Can't find food. Somebody tell me since saving $200 for one banana, right? Banana. Me I say no, man. When did say $100, you know? $200 for one finger, right? Banana, brother. Oh, that work. So you can't put no fruits and vegetable in your diet. I'm talking about diet. Rice can't be diet and flour can't be diet with butter. Eh? That can be diet. Eh?
Can never be. But if people have to make something to put to them out, then they have to go down that road, Father Lonesome, because the people for too long have sat down and watched this government disintegrate them life.
Yes, man.
So true.
You understand?
One joke about
Because
that.
they are looking for this prosperity and they don't see that poverty is right on their doorstep.
True.
And the one is coming like a bag of flour full of weevil, you know. You know it no good again. You understand? So I'm saying to Jamaican, yeah, forget about politics for once, man. In the sense of you being that dieted labor right, man. Forget about that. You have to use a thing called patriotism now. Look where the wind is blowing. Look where the freshness coming from. And you can't look now in that other direction than Mark Walden. That is the fresh man with the fresh idea, the fresh emphasis, and the fresh vibrancy to restart Jamaica economy as a country. 9 years what a debacle. Yeah? And there's nothing that can suggest that 9 years wasn't a debacle. We can itemize out all the heinous crime where this man commit in a Jamaica. You understand? And them not pretty. And some serious crime the man have commit. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember the man's statutory declaration cannot be certified until we are speaking presently.
Yes.
Definitely.
2024 can't certify, you know.
No.
We'll never.
You understand?
And
So
that's
this man-
due the end of March.
Right. So this man is a delinquent leader. As we are speaking, should never be even running for election. Should never be even the prime minister of the day. You understand? So we know that Andrew Wallace don't have any love, kindness, nor appreciation for Jamaican people. Just look who him have around him apart with him. The whole of them coming like Galawas. Them a sting on no. Sting on no.
I want to say something to you. I say something to you now. People, I say something to you now. Andrew, it might have acted, but you know, we want to say we don't do tabloid. We don't start the truth, right? Let me tell you something. The other day, Chump, we want to talk with Chump. Yes? I used to Chump right now, I see some people, I see all the man do a trimming today. And them I said, the ice them running and take him away. There's some people I say them get 750 and them call, family in Africa, them call ice pan them neighbor and them friend. Who not have no paper, this wicked. The man talk, say, I do these things, I want to run and follow him. But Andrew Wallace, them not talk. Andrew Wallace wicked and chumping. Andrew Wallace, remember or not? Chump, I try to get out who not come from there and them not have no paper. Andrew Wallace I deal with Jamaican. Him deal with foreigner good. Him deal with the big boy, them good. Him deal, I'm
Right,
allow me to tell.
Right.
Andrew Wallace worse than Chump.
Right.
Worse than Trump, yes, man.
Andrew Wallace
Right.
like 1,000,000 times worse than Chump. Nobody watch the 30,000 better Guantanamo Bay. Where am I
You're right, you're right, man. You're right.
Some of no mother and sister and thing I end up at Guantanamo Bay. 30,000 him said there, you know. And then now release them.
30,000 bed.
Where carry hardcore criminal, you know. Him a plan to carry them there. Him just pass it. Him say I carry 30,000 bed. Him have there. So that a prison I carry go put in there, you know. For us in the place I have papers and them thing there. And your wholeness. Worse than Trump our people them a ban and go and Joe want to step to them neck. And you honest make the Chinese come in there and live better than everybody in there. Everybody else live better than who born and go who even vote for him. Him is an evil. Listen, the man are straight evil in the Bible.
Wait, let me say something. You just rise a thought in my head.
Yes.
All right. It is indeed a fact as it relates to Tivoli Gardens. Right? The residents of Tivoli Gardens. Right? Where information from out of Tivoli Gardens, right, is saying that you have like 5, 6, 7, and even more than that, right, set of families using one restroom. Hear me now? Hear me, melting pot. Hear me, Pastor Ricky and Lonzo. The situation in Tivoli, right? You don't have a situation where, and I think those people in Tivoli, they sort of immune to their condition. Because it seems like they can't compare with other places because they have not been to other places and see, you understand, as it relates to how other people live. Where you have a single family, right, using the convenience of their restroom, right? And where it doesn't have to share with multiple families using that. And where cleaning that area has to be respectively done by the respective family at a particular time. Now, let me ask a question. In a modern Jamaica, who want to live like that?
Good question.
Who want to live like that? But that is not the question that I'm going to ask. That is not the question I'm going to ask. This Jamaica Labour Party constituency, Tivoli Gardens, for most of their tenure, they have been supporting the Jamaica Labour Party. Strongly support the Jamaica Labour Party. Right? Going more than, said, half a century, that constituency, right, been voting for Jamaica Labour Party. And I am saying, here we are, 2025. The conditions of where people living in Tivoli, trust me, is despicable. To know that the situation is like Tivoli Gardens become a foul cub. You understand? Where people just confined. It seems like it's a, what you call a concentration camp. I can't call it any better. Trust me, as it relates to Tivoli Gardens, the life that they are living, right? It's so suppressive. So then you're going to tell me now, here where I'm going. You're going to tell me that we have 63 years as it relates to the political history running from independence until now. The Jamaica Labour Party, right, has been at the helm of the government, right, for most of those years, right? And here it is, these people who voted GLP, here come here around and goes on and goes on. Look on their living condition today. I am asking Tivoli because what I want to know, I want to convert Tivoli for Tivoli to vote for PNP. What I want, I'm asking the Tivolians, right, if they are comfortable with the lifestyle that they are living. When the Tivolians, if any of the Tivolians traveling out of Tivoli and going to the rural areas, and particularly in some housing schemes where you see a sort of single family settings and they are enjoying the ambience of their privacy, right? Tivoli Gardens, people, you don't want that? Tivoli Gardens, people, you still want to live into a concentration camp? So when I look and see the support that the Tivoli Guardians have given GLP over the years. Look where I'm going now, people. And the treatment meted out to the Tivoli people. Unnecessarily the same way Andrew Holness treat our roads. People are the same way Andrew Holness treat our road. So Andrew Holness want to run Jamaica like Tivoli Gardens. And we are saying, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We don't want Jamaica to run like Tivoli Gardens. I mean, look here. Anybody, any MP who would have run for the constituency, they should have shame on themselves. And all those MPs.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on.
What is my when I'm finished? Look on this.
All of a sudden, everybody turned on. The better learn that in any organization is only one gun going rule. And today I say to them, the door is open to retrieve your position. Take a candle, sing a Sankey, and find your way back home.
Yeah, the one that say him a done. Not a politician, a done, you know. Not a one
fucking piece of shit from Boston.
Hey, but you know what? It's not just Tivoli alone, you know. Even Thai Spen or a Spanish town. It's like all of the GLP garrison them run down. And the people them living in inhumane conditions, below their privileges and standard. This is a very uncaring government that demonstrate and reveal that them don't care about the people. All them care about is votes.
Yes.
Because politicians live for the next election. That's all them. So them will deprive you of water, road, sewage, and burn you with indirect taxes, and then them show up a year or a couple months before an election and pretend like them care. And because the mindset and the mind frame of the people of Jamaica, like Sir Byron said, I'm immune to poverty, and it not affect them because them get used to it. Them don't realize that they can do better, and it's a crying shame. Tivoli Garden Heights and they can do better. Rima, Thai Spen, Spanish Town, all of the garrison them when they can do better. Travel outside of Jamaica and see how people live. And when you go back in Jamaica, you will know that you can do better. This government don't want you to do better. Go to England, go to Canada, go to America, or even some other Caribbean island like St. Vincent and Aruba and them place there, and see how people live. Una live like in a shanty town. And this is the real shanty town, Tivoli Garden. Yeah. You remember that song, The Shanty Town, from back in the days? Yeah, I saw them are the people them are live and brainwash them, so them are the best thing for them.
Yes.
Well,
people can do way better than this, man.
I want to show you something important. This I'm make one, you can see it and read it. So Big Mama come, I'm going to say something to Big Mama. Now I make one I want to read. Look what them put up. I hear what them say, yes, sir.
Following the revelation of recorded conversation and text messages exchanged between PMP officials regarding the exchange of money, our news has been making several attempts to get a response from the people involved for inclusion in our report.
I remember say something to them now. So when I put up this Big Mama, big dirty thinking Mama, you what I want to do for me? PMP, them a mix up, don't answer them. Big Mama, we invite you to come with your, what them call it now, your tax compliance.
TCC.
21 of them. And you come and we want to interview you. Make sure you're over here tomorrow morning. No PMP no answer if you not come get you for the square, you know. Make sure you come with all of them. And come show me say you pay your tax. All of them. 21 of them. Because you have to have it for every year. And sure we say, the reason why you get the contract from the government, yeah, because you're compliant with them. See? So you didn't owe the money, but I will make sure you told boy you pay it. You have to have 21 of them doing it. from 205. 205 to 2024, 20. And that year I make 21, right? Yes. So 21 of them you have to come with. You have to kill them up. Yeah? And if you not come over here, no LPMP will not touch to this piece of shit. If you got to 200 only on the 28 bank account. Him is a piece of, you see what them get offer? You see them still, them is a shit. Make sure you find your little maintenance to self over here so tomorrow. If you want to come now, try call and we send a link and you come answer a question. And make sure carry them come show the whole Jamaica and the whole world. Your piece of shit, you. Yes? You understand? So that the Titans, I tell you right now, because you're garbage. See? No PMP when they don't answer this piece of shit. Yes? Tell him to go talk to Andrew Holness and him 28 and ask him how Andrew Holness draw the 150 million and them not charge him for money laundering.
But Wayne,
yes.
Can you believe how dibby the brother is? You
Yes,
understand how
dibby
the boy is? Because look on it now.
Yeah, man.
The Lawrence Road situation where it is nothing.
Lower. In the D Lawrence low, you know, because that piece of shit they low. And lower, yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, what's this? What Mocha is doing? Let me ask Mocha. Right? Based on what the Integrity Commission investigators had revealed, what the DPP is doing, the Constitution, Section 94, give the DPP, right, that authority to initiate a case. Not only to just initiate a case, right, to help in the process of gathering information, right, to work in tandem with the investigators in collecting data. So, Parallel, if you don't know your job responsibilities or your functions, right, go back to the Constitution, Section 94, and go through your bulletin points, right, where the prosecutor must work in tandem with the investigator in terms of collecting data. Have you done that as it relates to the SSL case? Come on, Parallel. Have you done that? High-profile case, murder case, as it relates to Patrick Bailey. Have you done anything like that? Patrick Bailey case still outstanding, you know. Right?
Baron,
yes.
As you know, Sir Patrick Bailey, they're pushing this to people. Them over, army will get 10.1 million, them shoot, man. Them here gonna foreign from Friday. And Big Mama had this come out. And I know the police to make a report. Make sure Big Mama go with it.
Yeah.
I know him not say nothing about it, you know. That's a big dirty thinking, Mama. Your people want to stop share on Big Mama things. And them think them to create content and them send it. And they want to share it on. Stop shit. Big Mama not important. When they put out something, stop, send it and share it. Big Mama has shit. Straight up.
But I don't understand, Wayne. When I think when I find sort
yes.
when we can't fathom. You understand? I mean, why we have the MP, the PNP MP candidates that go up on Big Mama station?
They must look up on it.
I don't know why. Because I think by now them realize Big Mama station is a propaganda station.
No.
And that station does not coincide with the People's National Party philosophy. And we are thinking. You understand? So under no circumstance, no PMP no obligate to go up and not to thinking
agent.
Station.
Not a station.
I have gone there, but we talk to them about it, you know, and we still see them go interview.
You don't need to go and chat because not in number one, you have no listener.
What am I doing for
in a social media, you have no followers, you have nothing. So when you get the thing of them thing, like when people share up, when it write out something, people send it and people answer. So it's say, okay. Because nobody know really watch Big Mama, you know. They will go watch it with us past and them cut it up and they will get to come a Big Mama. Let me tell you, if Big Mama idiot, you know, it don't give a content for the eat it around there. You understand? Big Mama shit. It not have no viewers, it not have nothing at all. It not have no, it doesn't get free money from the government and without the tax compliance there, that alone a criminality. Big Mama and the government committing criminality right now. Because remember, you can't get the contract, you know. but you not clear your taxes, you know. We know that. So big
But
mama
Father Lonesome,
and this and that. That's a criminality.
yeah, Father Lonesome.
Yes.
One of the things we have to remember, you know, Big Mama specialize in distraction and deflections.
Yes.
And so, remember, says starting fourth quarter report will come out next week, you know.
Yes.
Remember, Dan Anderson report, next poll will come out next week, you know. Remember,
All
Big
right.
Mama, them I do them blue that poll, and for them result will come out probably in a week or so. So what him do, him feed distraction for people run with it. Like you said, the little clip them web, the whole of our, you know, social media platform. And it's all distraction from the real issues at hand. So we know after when him run out and create distraction, we who smarter than him after just whining back the whole thing and go back to the real issues at hand. For don't get distracted, because at that him I do. Him a preempt starting report fourth quarter will show say the economy decline again, you know.
Let me tell you what the people them to do. The whole on for asking about him tax. And for pressure the government to even shut down the piece of nastiness. That means if Andrew wants to do something, a tax office not do something I want to account. That for shut down. We don't go for ladies we don't go for beanie man things, we don't do all kind of things. Then why we not shut down Big Mama? Eh? Oh, Big Mama not shut down now. Yes.
Him a them mouthpiece. I him spread the propaganda for them. So them need him. Use them or use him for spread misinformation, disinformation, and deceive. Exactly. I say them is an enemy of the state. And them is a threat to democracy in Jamaica. And them need to be pulled immediately upon day one. As soon as Comrade Leader Mark Golden take the oath, them need to pull them plug and get them off of the air. And I agree, we as comrades should not go up on them program for explain nothing to them. No, because exactly. their viewers,
yes.
Their viewers and listeners is already trained mentally for believe certain things. It's like a ass with a blinker. I run down the stretch, forgot to the winning post. Them only can see one way. Them have tunnel vision. So no matter where you go up on them station and go say, the next morning they might come with a different narrative for override what you say and get back in the mind of them listener and them viewer. So it's waste of time I go up on them program for talk to them. Definitely. I better go up on the social media platform them or try the traditional media.
Right. It doesn't make any sense because
and then I do nothing now. Andrew sugarcoat him, you know. That's why I'm sitting there with this $1.8 billion in arrears. And many more all you see, what tax. Andrew sugarcoat them. Because Andrew is a tax dodger himself. Yes, and all of them know. So when him just sugarcoat all of them with the same philosophy. Do like me. Because Andrew look company and for going to prison with him, you know.
But what you know, Melting Pot? Our TAJ is going to pursue investigation into other people, right? And not direct that investigation as it relates to Andrew HOLNESS. Because Andrew HOLNESS is doing the same thing.
There you go. So it will talk about the injustices. And the youth family at the ghetto, if him have something and not pay, them come take it to you know. Motor vehicle, you have to pay a tax fee, you know. If you know, pay your tax registration, them seize your vehicle. So what happened to them guys that with them entity can't seize too? Well, me know if him there in the UK get seized, it shut down. Me not ask. Exactly. Them wind it up. You understand? So
when the door move again, hey, I play a breaking thing, the police them must step up with them killing, you know. The man them are going to kill people and say shoot out. Look on that one again, people. I know one. That one of them does say a Gregory Park, that one here. That one here this man in St. Mary. But them say man have a bag and them thing. But police, hey, this thing, it don't even make no sense, you know. Them have to charge it, yeah man. Them have shoot the youth, them just shoot them and just tell PLI, you know, man. Them have to stop it. This don't make no sense to me. And it not nothing. Let's see them all. This is the 80s style. When they bring back. Let me tell you something. He said, if you don't shoot people And people dead in a bungle like this that help anything. Tivoli incursion is a change Jamaica the other day in 2010. If you don't see that change, better it a change now.
True.
If you see, don't you see Tivoli incursion? You see much people dead one time? Them say 70, right? See, I go say 100 hard. It change anything, Byron?
Exactly.
No.
You know what is,
and that's why the policing.
you know what is discouraging, Wayne,
Yeah.
as it relates to the Commissioner of Police respond, right, to a person who had speaking out on extrajudiciary killing. And how the Commissioner of Police,
Yes.
right, sort of twist the narrative.
Yes.
And right, his response is saying that he's not going to instruct his men, right, not to shoot at men who wants to shoot at the police. That isn't. Let us make this clear. That isn't the conversation. You know?
No.
We are losing it. The conversation is extrajudiciary killing.
That we are talking about.
And I have not seen the Commissioner of Police speaking on issues where the policemen clearly, right, have persons in their custody, not having any gun, ask them to kneel, right, and then kill the person. As a matter of fact, the police took the person out of his house. We are not talking about, don't believe that we are protecting gunmen who are shooting at police. So the Commissioner of Police need to do a narrowing down as it relates to our specific argument. We are speaking about extrajudiciary killing, Commissioner. We are not debating an issue, right? That if you have gunmen shooting at the police, okay, yeah, the police have right to shoot back and protect themselves. That is not.
All right.
Yes.
The youth, what we see over there, so when them say the youth shoot back and him have 8 shot and thing, but see them kneel him down and shoot. Then they want to handcuff we see it again. Then we see it out of east there, so where
Exactly.
we have the them kill 3 youth. And so shoot out and one of them get injured. And then
Exactly.
under the commissioner, them a walk and murder the people them like this. So when a shoot up, man say shoot out, we don't see another shot, one shot. Clear murders.
That's
So
why
we
we
want-
call this commissioner a arser and a lunatic, because I know exactly what we did I say, you know.
You
And
know.
he tried to spin it
Exactly.
in a different context. Because we are highlighting him.
Exactly.
The
Milton.
fear of killing what we see. That could have, that shouldn't even take place. We're not talking about man and police engaging a shootout
Yeah.
and police.
We don't see none of that.
So Milton Pat, our position is speaking about extrajudiciary killing. Extrajudiciary killing.
Right.
And by the way, Byron,
So
Byron,
Unnecessary.
by the way, them call it shootout. When I use
Yes.
him handcuff and them take him and give him 4 shots, I go up in the back and fling him in there.
I'm flinging him in
I
there.
use them put him for knee long and them say shootout and them give them gun.
yes.
Them give all of them gun and say shootout.
Hey, listen, the bottom line is, right, Chang, Crab, and the criminal prime minister, the 2 of them and the commissioner of police, the 3 of them need to go before the Hague Tribunal Criminal Court and try for crimes against humanity. Because police are trained to de-escalate tensions. Police are trained to use non-lethal weapons against an unarmed civilians. And we have video evidence that show that most of them youth what them say a shootout is lie. Them in a handcuff or them subdue them and have them kneel down. But yet, even upon the CTT camera where them never know how to record them, revealed that them execute the youth them. So until we get a new national security minister, a new government, get rid of the corrupt high command them and prosecute them when them leave office, this are going to continue sadly. These are crimes against humanity. These are human rights violation. And where's the Jamaica for justice? All of these watchdog groups who say them they are Jamaica for the citizens, where are they? Because so many proof of evidence that they're taking, unaliving innocent youth. And then we need to have legislation in the next government for hold police accountable when them write false report.
Of course.
Because
That will come into existence.
well, this need for stop because them can't write any files. Me and you can't go down there and them just take me out and say a shootout and write a false report and our feed them word against our word unless it's up on camera.
All right, Wayne.
Yes.
What I want to show the people, I want to show. Do you have the commissioner response so we can show that and show you how
Corrupt, man.
The police is diverting from the real issue that you are speaking about. So we want people to understand that our position, right?
Response this afternoon from police.
All right, Sita, finish Byron and play it.
No, play it and
Tough response this afternoon from Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake about the police's lethal force approach. It comes amid concern over the number of persons fatally shot by the security forces so far in 2025. The details in this report.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, says so far this year the country has recorded 12 fatal shootings involving the security forces. That's nearly one every day. Some stakeholders are very concerned and have called on the police leadership to try and reduce the incidence of shootings. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has responded.
I hear calls to the police to reduce fatal shooting and, be careful, watch the number is going up and stuff like that. We have a tendency to bundle the thing called fatal shooting as if it's all, it's a crime or it's all wrong.
He explained that one of the surest ways to get a reduction in fatal shootings is for thugs to stop turning their weapons on the police. But until that happens,
we will be pursuing criminals wherever they are. It doesn't matter what firepower they have. It doesn't matter how bad they think they are. We are coming. So this call to police to reduce fatal shooting it's wrongly directed. It ought to be directed at criminals who raise their gun. Because you will not get me to tell my police not to pursue criminals. We're going.
Who might talk to so?
Right? What I would love these agencies and these persons who are talking about fatal shooting to do is to tell criminals do not raise the gun at the police.
The commissioner salute.
When police give them gun, well, I'm not gonna finish that. But when him give them gun and say anything, it's okay with him. Him for charge, him for God.
To the members of the force who he said are on the front lines every day saving Jamaicans' lives. He
I kill people and save them life.
said the state has invested heavily to ensure while they are trying to save.
The state, them are going like the state invest. Are the same people them if them buy a battle things the tax. Yeah, so the state like the state different from the people them and the taxpayers' money. What happened to you? You see, sir, I said.
Lives, they don't lose theirs to criminals.
I don't spend millions and millions of dollars in 2024, millions of dollars each month trading my OST.
You spend your $1 million, I don't spend $1 million. Are your money? Are the same people them we are talking about for their money, our money, sir? Him spend millions of dollars, brother? When get the money, sir?
And the mindset of the government for think taxpayers' money belong to them. I said Andrew HOLNESS talk to.
Yeah. But let me say something here.
Yes.
Now, here how the Commissioner of Police is shaping the narrative,
Yes.
Now, people are talking about fatal shooting, right? And when we say fatal shooting, we are also speaking in reference of what we have seen on video that the commissioner did not speak to any at all. We are talking about the police officer that went into people's home, because we have that on video, right? Took them out of their house. We only have one on video now, but we know it up many times. Took them, so I'm speaking in plurality. Took them out of their houses, right? Did not find any gun on them. but might be by information they receive, right? They decided to be judge, juror, and executioner. What we are talking about under the fatal shooting is extrajudicial killing, where the commissioner of police, the minister of national security, right, and the prime minister have not spoken to. Oh no, they have not speak one word, not one word, as it relates to all these videos that we shown. One, we show a video with a gentleman handcuffed, have no gun, handcuffed, and where you have two policemen, right, try to manhandle the situation, but because they lack training, and the only thing that they need to resort to, you understand, to calm the man is to kill him. So let me say this.
They want to kill him long time, Byron.
Huh?
They want to kill him long time.
So let me say this.
Yes.
When you see that incident, Mr. Commissioner of Police, what is your response to particular that? Not only that, we have shown Jamaica, right, a clip where police officers went to a man's house in St. Catherine, took him out of his house, brought him around a zinc fence, asked him to kneel and shoot him. Number 3, him. We are asking you, Commissioner of Police.
7:49 a.m. Pineapple Lane, Bogwalk, St. Catherine. The last time Romario Sterling was seen alive. In this CCTV video, the police are seen talking to the man who was seemingly instructed to kneel. He was taken outside his premises and then the sound of a gunshot. It's unclear how many members of the security forces were at the scene, but we observed them milling around. By this time, Romario Sterling laid lifeless on the ground. The police report on the incident last Thursday stated that the shooting happened at 8:20 p.m.
That's not what happened. They came here in the morning. They had him here. They can see the video. The time span on the video says 7:49. Already had him here with him hand on him head.
7:49 a.m. or p.m.?
A.m.
It also stated that the deceased man was shot during a confrontation.
No gunshot no come through the zinc. So if him in here, so I shoot after them. Them supposed to stand out the door and shoot after him in here. Right?
The report further said the cops seized a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 8 rounds. Romario's relatives are incensed.
So look on that plate, look on this man, look on the youth man. See my man pan him there now. Them police are now run up and down half and a shot, them and soldier.
All right.
Come on no Byron, no. Come on, the man wicked man.
So hold on now, Wayne. Let us ask the Commissioner of Police. Did that gentleman raise his gun at the police? Him need to answer this now. Looking at that video, I am asking the Commissioner of Police based on what he said. Right? Based on what he said. Have you seen that man, right, raise his gun at the police? Have you seen that? So don't try to change, right, the narrative. Don't try to switch, right, the entire issue at hand. The issue at hand that we are talking about, extrajudicial killings, when police have these men in their custody and should bring them through the judiciary, through the criminal justice system, right? These police decided to become judge, juror, and executioner. So I am asking the Commissioner of Police that in your future response, can you relate to that specific situation that you are talking about, extrajudicial killing, where these men found themselves in the custody of the police, right, and end up dead without having a firearm in their possession. And by the way, if you have a situation where police searching someone's premises, right, caught the person with a firearm, there is nothing in the law say that you are to execute him.
No.
Nothing in the law said you are to execute him.
So
nothing in the law say that you are to execute him. You are to have him arrested, charge him for illegal possession of firearm, and the process would follow. The police officers are taking precedence that if I catch a Jamaican youth with a gun, you understand, me and number 3 him. That cannot be the approach.
Cannot.
That cannot be the approach.
Food truck in Orange County, New York, apparently selling a whole.
So, Byron, so when we're talking, we are showing some we know about real policing, you know. All right, look on this. Remember, gun them a deal with Byron. You see, for them approach and these people, if them in Jamaica, which one of them police are do them kind of thing? Look here.
A food truck in Orange County, New York, apparently selling a whole lot more than just meals inside.
Take a look at the drugs and the guns that police say were hidden in takeout containers. 30 people were busted. Cops say the ring made millions selling narcotics and weapons out of a supposed food truck parked in downtown Newburgh.
Officials say they busted one of the largest drug operations in the history of Orange County. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis.
The lot across the street from Newburgh City Court is the spot for food trucks, but one regular is missing. The Real Spice truck has been relocated to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, not to serve up Jamaican food. It's been seized because of other items that were for sale.
It sold food, it sold guns, and it sold cocaine. And Mr. Salmon was the epicenter of that.
That would be 42-year-old Kirkland Salmon, one of 30 people arrested in what's considered the largest gun trafficking and drug bust in Orange County. Named Operation Hot Lunch, investigators spent 6 months purchasing illegal guns, firearms that were often packaged in food containers. The guns were brought up from North Carolina, the drugs from Florida. Officials say what set this enterprise apart was the level of complexity, a 4-tiered system, sophistication that had never been seen before.
The money of this organization moved around with ease. It was invested into real estate, property, and crypto, in properties in Orange County and other things.
Prosecutors say a barbershop served as a stash house for some of the proceeds, estimated to be over $3 million a year. Nearly 40 different law enforcement agencies took part in the investigation, including the ATF and the NYPD, which had some of its undercover officers make purchases.
Fighting crime knows no bounds, whether it's Brooklyn, Buffalo, or anywhere in between. If you're trafficking illegal guns and drugs, we will bring you to justice.
You know what I'm saying?
The suspects face up to 25 years in prison in Newburgh.
Okay, so I'm saying if anything, them are bring it to justice.
All right.
Not kill and shoot you. No, look how much gun them get.
Exactly.
Look how much money them get back their money. 3 million per year. That's over 450 million in a Jamaica per year, ma make. Them get back the property, them get everything. Remember a gun, you know, and then buy it. No, you take off so much gun off of the street, Byron. You take off 30. People have you root out the thing. So you have others, you know, but you root it out. You go feet and you root it out. Undercover, you buy a gun back and kill you as police. And you go close to them that you are buy and you collect every information and know everything. So when you come, you can show with the evidence. You have the money, you have the drugs, you have the gun, you have the people them. You have everything with them. And show me one of them operations in Jamaica now what the police them do. 2024. Before. Them can't show me. You don't get time and show you some gun, brother. Some gun come in and then bust it off. Oh, I will find some gun a bush. Them can't show you none of them operation. That mean them not doing policing, brother. You can't do the same thing for decades, Byron. And you not change it that you get the same result and you expect to get a better result. Eh? You'll be a goddamn idiot. Eh? You know, see them not make no sense, brother. Yes,
but look how unfair the system is. Let us look at the DPP performance, right, to understand as it relates to, right, the penal punishment. Now, when it comes to ghetto youth, right, and those persons who are, you know, doing the crime from basically from the Garrison areas, you notice that the DPP conviction rate is very high. Very high on those conviction rates. You understand? As a matter of fact, yes, the last time I checked, I think our conviction rate as it relates to dealing with poor people picnic, right, and garrison areas, our conviction rate is roughly about 85 or 88%, if it's not more. Now look on the reverse. When the DPP to deal with high-profile crime,
none, she not have zero, she not have nothing.
Included white-collar criminal, members of parliament, right? PSOJ,
SSL, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the 1%, our conviction rate people,
zero,
is less than 15%.
She don't get mad at neither.
So let us wait.
Yes.
Right? Dealing with the poor, the poverty-stricken, the garrison area, our conviction rate is over 88%. Dealing with the elites, right? The 1%, our prosecution, our conviction rate, you understand, is marginal. How do you balance this? It's showing that justice imbalance. Justice imbalance. Right then and there. And yet, let me say this. Of the 88% that she averaged, none of that case, not one of that case, do the research people, not one of that case really absorbed $470 million in stealing. Not one of those cases reach a level of crime as it relates to money being taken, $470 million. Not one. And here you are, men in tie, right? White collar crime, right? I mean, organized criminal network.
Of course.
The volume of drugs that coming through our borders, the volume of guns coming through our borders, right, as it relates to billions of dollars that cannot be funded by garrison community.
No.
Are those communities, are the people that paralleling looking on and having an 85% conviction rate on? Tell me now, parallel. Come here to me. These people in the garrison, these people, right, in the poverty-stricken area, right, when you have billions of dollars of drugs coming through the ports, none of that responsibility goes to these people who your conviction rate is so high. So what is it, parallel? That when it comes to high-profile cases, your conviction rate is so low, marginal, under 13%. Your conviction rate is so low.
Byron, she have no nearly on the big boy. Remember the little boy get him neck cut, but it's a Essa stepson. He want lock the phone, and I know she get touch, case done. SSL boss, you get touch. Can them that really people them way for look on.
No, SSL boss, them make up and send him where.
Good. Zero. These kind of cases are zero. We not talk to the servant, can never let go. We lose 600,000 barrel of oil, value over 500 billion. What happened to that case there? Wheatley, what happened to the case? You hear anything?
You can't continue, so.
Eh? We will agreed with them and try to let go now. Anything with them case. And I like him to get the money now. He might go for total case because he know the judge. You ever hear anything like this? And the same thing Andrew try now. Yeah? Brown carry the IC go court to, you know. Because but Andrew must ask some things that them throw that too. That part of the Brown. That's a Brown will work on Andrew, you know. You carry them go court to, you know. Them carry the IC go court. The court should not allow these things neither. Yes? Yeah, charge them. And I know Andrew not pay 1 cent or nothing. Nothing can go so. See? And these people don't understand that Jamaica them work for. The handful of these people mash up the place. Including the police commissioner. That I said. You understand? Run out And two we are talking now, come about, we should have talked about race gun. We are see some killing, them nobody no raise no gun. A cold-blooded murder.
But Father Lonesome.
Yes, brother.
Hear him say him not gonna use fee money. Him spend 24 million of fee money for train him officer them. That's taxpayers' money that him a talk about is not fee money. Then the next thing him said, we're gonna follow criminals wherever they go. But as follow criminals wherever they go, but yet you have 8 members of parliament, according to the IC report, who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Yet we have $3 trillion missing from the treasury. And Jams go through the Auditor General report and identify each agency that funds are unaccounted for or stolen from, like the Office of the Prime Minister, $12.2 billion stolen. The Finance of Ministry of Finance, $111 billion. The Health Ministry, $830 billion. Even the Security Ministry, $152 billion. So when him say him follow criminals wherever they go, him not look for the right criminals, or him not interested in locking up the right criminals. It tells you that he's compromised and he's politically aligned. And you can't say you are fighting justice and you're politically aligned where you're taking orders from those who are in charge. You should be free from biases and prejudices. You should be able to follow the code of conduct where you swear out when you come out of training academy, when you join the force. Them get so corrupt. And listen, we not support any criminals in whether you know they get to the street or parliament. Criminal are criminal, and criminals should have their day in court. But what we're talking about, them, the Prime Minister tell them so they must send them go meet them maker. Chang tell them so they must shoot to kill. So them a follow orders from above. And that's why I said that the 3 of them need to go before the Hague Tribunal Criminal Court and be tried for crimes against humanity. Because these are crimes against humanity. And it need to stop. And he might try justify the unaliving of innocent youth that don't have any firearm. The videos are showing these things. I know we are making it up. Yeah.
We have that. No firearm. This one, no give them firearm. And it's so clear. Wasn't a shootout. You can't put a man to kneel and then the one shot kill him, then you say it's a firearm. You understand? You have to stop it, brother. We don't need to stop it. Wrong. You understand?
That's something where Pastor Ricky said. Yeah. You know? My thinking on this is that the people in charge of our security, they are all hiding from the reality. And the reality is that video have been showing up security men not performing to the standard that they should. Because the video relates to how they act in accordance when they accost people on the ground. No, the arse-head commissioner where we have, him come and him want contradict what we have said to him, say, look, the security will not have a carry out extrajudicial killing right across the island. But it shouldn't take we to tell him, because I'm sure know them see the video them.
Of course.
But them don't come out and strongly condemn what them seen at the video, you know. Them hush, them silent. No, I see couple policemen live up a little youth and dash him in a van back.
Yes.
And I tell you, say, no one will help them down so that I want you put up that video for me, Wayne, please. Yeah. So we are talking about the security force.
Exactly.
Acting out that character, using the force that the gun present them with. Because without the gun, these guys are just some waste. I'm telling you, The gun that them have is the force of nature where you see them exhibit by the society. You understand?
What kind of little bumbo clot dog this I'ma give? He can't back blood a blood clot. He can't defend me.
Hold it! Bumbo clot!
No, man, this, no, it have to stop, you know.
No, hold on.
No, man, this have to stop, brother. No, sir. This have to, look, just look over here showing the people. Look here. Play again. Never play.
What kind of little bumbo clot dog this I'ma give? He can't back blood a blood clot. He can't defend me.
Look here.
Bumbo clot!
That's it, guys. No, man. No.
Wayne.
No.
You think them could have go for Cherry Garden and do this?
No.
Barrydale's and do that?
Them can't do it up.
One of them which one pitney? They wouldn't do it.
Them can't do it up the same. I will tell you more than that to Byron. Them can't go in and no foreign country go do that.
Yeah, them can.
Foreign country, them can't go do that. Why this nastiness continue this practice in Jamaica? And you have a nasty commissioner sit down and I watch him and them carry out these type of heinous activity in the society. You have the Prime Minister was silent, but talk about every ghetto youth is a star. So that youth they are what?
Star.
Eh?
Star.
Look at the back of the vehicle.
School.
Brother, look at the back of the vehicle.
Look at the wheel arch. And the wheel arch. Look his back and the back them dropping pan you know. Him a what? So me
and then the youth, him handcuff, you know, so you know him handcuff and them throw him in the van on the metal. Him probably broke up. Wickedness that. Wickedness. Hey, them need to have some lawyer in Jamaica for sue the government, man.
Yeah, Ricky.
From the government, man.
Because Indicom is a joke. Indicom said them are investigate that. It's a joke that I sue you for go sue them. Like in America, you know so much people get millions of dollars from in a lawsuit against police in America. Yeah.
Well, remember, Melting Pot, remember, say, to Andrew Honest, every ghetto youth is a star. Remember, say, Bolt, remember, say, Usain Bolt is a star too, and he losing money.
Lose all that money. You understand?
Usain Bolt is a star too. Losing money.
Look on the Byron, Master Ricky and Wayne.
Let me give you something there. Let me give you something more when I say, I know. You see the one of them where I showing the people, the youth where them put the finial and everything. You notice them now have nothing else to tell about the youth. Them say them kill 5 man and 10 man and one them did want it for nothing. Them go say them pull a gun and them. You notice the one of them and them go pull a gun now. First time them that girl are dead. Them not find the dead figure now. Them just say you pull a gun and you fire at them and them return the fire. When them put the finial on and shoot you. Don't them forget charged with these things.
Yeah, man.
Extrajudicial killing them thing, brother. And then even this against humanity, you know.
Extrajudicial killing, man. Seriously.
No, me I say our society can't continue like this. So you say a commissioner here, where them sugarcoat and all him in that chick seat there, can't come out, come address these problems where we see insecurity personnel them carry out in the society. If we just go, you know. Because me I tell him, you know, all him sit down in the seat that doing is build up a whole heap of thing for him watch where him have got answer to. Because I just show the right government no come take the hot seat. When the right government take the hot seat, the commissioner have to answer to a lot of things. If the words never come out time out with you, you understand? You can't talk about your man them, you know, tell them to put on them hand. When gunman raise them hand, them to shoot, eh? And as for your police, that's not good policing. Good policing is like what we show you in the video, in the state. Them man that gather intel and then go up them target and them not create no havoc. Them don't have a fire gunshot.
No, nobody know that.
Them know what time to strike. You know, see lightning know what time to strike. But what we have in Jamaica is some people that practice policing at all costs, willy-nilly. No arrest now, make again, you know, appear killing. You understand? No investigation ongoing, you know, where you get to the bottom of all of them drugs where we see coming out of the country. Nobody not get arrested, you know. You understand? All the money where a thief, nobody now get arrested, you know. So when we look on Andrew, the whole of the granulated sugar coat them people, man. That's all we see go on. Yeah, man. And we have to make sure now we bring an halt to it. We have to grind it to a halt. See Andrew only scare out a whole heap of scamming business or cut ribbon up a root vento, you know. And I charge the people a bag of money and them not no swimming pool, them not the running facility where them promise them, you know. But I collect them money. Andrew a criminal! Kind it up there, cut ribbon.
But Melting Pot, one of the biggest criminality in Jamaica right now is Andrew Holness administration collecting the amount of tax that they increase, right, as it relates to the taxi operators. And look on the service that this government is giving to the taxi operators and users, right, of the route, the various route. The roads are in deplorable conditions. And yet, right, these taxi operators and commuters, right, have to be paying tax to do what? What sort of service are they getting? What sort of service are they getting? Right?
Dilapidated service, man.
I mean, it's just trust me, it just seems like, you know, a lot of people just sort of immune, right?
Yes. Them can't immune to that nasty government, you know, and just throw them the arms, you know. Them have to wake up. Because if them not wake up, dog, nyam them supper. You know, see it? Because when we see that boy, I go out with some serious thing, you know. Some serious thing.
This name reverse psychology. I say a big mama, but tell you say, them do appear this, them do. You have some little one around him sit down and push out these things. Remember, you know, you said crab, you know, crab accused PMP of relying on death squad to reduce crime. Remember, you know, Richard, think that them the right now. Richard Stewart, him up there. I saw the place I mash up now. Remember, you know, at them use death squad, you know. Them, right now, death squad, them I use. And him put out no reverse psychology. I'm not telling you, say, waste of garbage.
Yeah, man, that a garbage. That a garbage what crap put out.
Yeah. This near reverse psychology. So this is what them do now up a big mama place. They put out this garbage. This garbage. In a sense. You got that like, you see it?
One thing though. Thing though. Andrew Holness can't say big mama now work for your money, you know.
It might work, but it not gonna work better.
Oh God.
No, the both of them are work for stay out of prison, man. I don't them are work for.
Big mama they work hard.
For stay out of prison.
Look here. Big mama, they do overtime.
Help it still, you know.
Big mama do overtime.
But
look here.
What are the Byron?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
You don't want to put out a headline statement like that, eh?
But them a killer what we are talking about. Eh?
But what you tell me. Common sense alone will lead you to the reality check.
People are not sense, you know.
Control over the death squad. Who behind Richard Stewart is the PMP them? And then the PMP is behind Richard Stewart.
Them is a threat.
This garbage.
Big mama, them is
garbage. You understand? The PMP is a party that its motto, the word is love. Not the word is to kill. Extrajudicial state style killing. The word is love. So the PMP did not give Richard Stewart no position, haul him up from the ground spear and put him in a senior man position. No. The GLP do that. No where the PMP have any affiliation with these nastiness. PMP don't practice nastyism. You understand? That's how we do.
Well, can they Mark Golding don't have an account in SSL?
No.
Andrew does. Right? And where we can't find no evidence, no trace of evidence where Andrew Holness invests any money into SSL.
At once.
But yet,
Andrew
Holness is receiving all the benefits
out
of SSL. And the thing about it, PSO Jenna say anything wrong with this?
No.
Umbrella Group of Church, see nothing wrong with this?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
And hold on. Big Mama say are the best prime minister is. No, laughable, man.
Can you imagine?
Laughable.
With you went, see where you went. Look now your phone and read where you went, say. I'm going to put it up.
Because Big Mama get 10 right off, you know, so I'm going to say the Prime Minister the best.
Sing loud.
Big Mama for sure, man. Big Mama dog shit, you know. Big Mama garbage, you know. Big Mama for go away. You understand? Big Mama for go away. Because right now we're in Jamaica, you know, because of people nasty stinking shit house like Big Mama. We come and tell life your government. So you when I talk about the clinical nutritionist blame import for change in Jamaica eating habit. As UN report dire state of meal access affordability. Yeah, at them thing of them to chat about.
I read it.
Dr. Susan Winter, a clinical nutritionist at the Caribbean Institute for Health Research, has described as frightening the finding of a recent United Nations report, which revealed that more than half of Jamaicans experience moderate to severe food insecurity. The UN describes someone as food increase when they lack regular access to enough safe and nutritious food for normal growth and development and an active and healthy life. That means that every other person you see on the road on a daily basis can't either afford or access food, Winter said.
Can't either afford or access food. Continue.
Right? The UN Food and Agriculture Organization, in collaboration with several partners, organization released the regional overview of food security and nation on Monday. The report revealed that 55.1% of Jamaica population experienced moderate to severe food insecurity for the period 2021 to 2023. And 22.1% of Jamaicans were unable to afford
It's a 77.2%, yeah?
Yes.
Can't find on health diet and things. So, then now, yes. Continue.
But what on the Wayne, can I jump in here something here? So because this is telling us something that totally go contrary
to Holness.
To what Holness said. Let me point it out.
Yes.
Isn't that go back and let me read the date. Let me point it out to the people there. What the people need to know on this paragraph. The report revealed that 55.1% of Jamaica's population experienced moderate to severe food insecurity for the period 2023, right, and 22.1% of Jamaicans were unable to afford a healthy diet in 2022. Now, all right, when was Hurricane Barry?
July 3rd, 2024.
2024. All right. So laughing again. So when Andrew Holness is trying to put everything on Beryl, to say that Beryl, you understand, is the reason why, you know, a lot of things affected. This is before Beryl people, Jamaican people.
Right.
Look, the report revealed that 55.1% of Jamaica population experienced moderate to severe food insecurity for the period 2021 to 2023. Beryl is 2024.
Oh, you continue now, and because
22.1% of Jamaicans were unable to afford a healthy diet in 2022. So then,
that means I'm in a poverty. 2022.
Before Beryl in Jamaica.
Baron, so you put the 55 and 22 hour, 77.2?
Yeah.
This are all the people that must suffer. And they talk about prosperity.
No, I want to blame certain things on Beryl.
Yes.
Want to know, blame certain things on Beryl. So he might look for Beryl as a savior. You understand? As it relates to his inept government. Using Beryl. And that is what Margolin said to him, you know. That is exactly what Margolin said to him, you know. I didn't even see this, you know. You understand? So just imagine Jamaica feeling all of that pressure prior to Beryl. And now you have, after you have Beryl, the Prime Minister now is blaming Beryl. You understand? For a lot of things.
Brother.
Yeah,
corrupt this government is.
Let us finish up. Winter pointed out that these findings ailing with those from the 2017 Jamaica Health and Lifestyle Survey, which showed that 2/3 of Jamaican population were classified as having low food security.
Look at that.
While 1 in every 20 individual face very low food security, indicating widespread inadequate food consumption or an inability to afford food, right? The group that are generally vulnerable are children and the elderly.
Berna has nothing to do with this.
People who are poor people who live in urban centers, because in rural, most people would have access to farm.
Can you send that to me? Send that to me.
And so on. But in urban century, you find that people don't necessarily have access to fresh fruit and vegetables, she said. Because we are here some price they are let it out at Jamaica there, you know. Nobody can have bananas alone, some say, you know. So
I'm gonna play it. Hear this. I'm gonna play it for you. Because you just said so, I'm gonna play it. Watch me. I'm gonna play this and then you hear it for yourself. Make the people them remember find that one that quick. Because alright, Tita, hear that one here. Today, hear this. Hear that one. I wanna hear that one here. Byron, you see it, right?
No, I don't see it.
Go up at the top of your seat. TJ. Go up at the top of your seat. Just scroll down.
TJ?
No, after TJ, get side.
Oh, yeah, we see it.
All right, what? Hear this now. Hear this now.
So when you look on a ripe banana, $200 for a ripe banana, and the ripe banana we come in an imported banana, not even ripe properly. When you go into the supermarket, you see 1 carrot for $300. Nobody can go into the supermarket, especially in a high-low supermarket. The things them is so expensive. You have to spin them around and I look around upon them and I turn them around. Everything in the supermarket expensive. Alright, so when you go down on the meat section, you see them have some steel throat fish head, all $600 for one. We not buy them something because when the meat them when them carrying, as they say, them steal and nobody not buy them all the oxtail and dry out 2,000, 2,500 for one pack of oxtail with about 5 pieces in it.
You do.
I can't buy thing a little time I go in at the supermarket and people come there with challenge when they hear the price. They have to take out some because they don't have as much money. Make me couldn't last me to an orange. Because
no, you hear them thing there. Orange were used to dash way at Jamaica, you know. Orange were used to dash way. Ripe banana. You understand? Carrot.
What on the light? What on the light?
Who couldn't tell us meat like fruits?
Them say $1,000 pound. So let me go what on the light. Me just make sure and then me just make it match.
For one pack of oxtail with about 5 pieces.
Yeah, much for them thing there.
People can't buy thing and thing a little time I go in at the supermarket and people come there with challenge when they hear the price. They have to take out some because they don't have as much money. Me couldn't tell us meat one orange. Because one orange have $250. One ripe banana. I'm used to eat fruit. I can't eat it again.
No, I'm not joking, you know. People must suffer. I'm not joking, you know.
This is serious, man. This is serious.
And hold
on there. Melting pot, the budget with the austerity measures coming April, you know. You understand? That wicked, you know.
That's another hike in price.
Hey,
people, no one know why when we tell them so now to get rid of the regime, yeah. All we don't have labor rights. We don't have to vote PMP. Tivoli Garden, we don't have to rise up out of the slumber. We don't have to rise up out of the slumber. And all other stronghold GLP community rise up. Because this what we are hearing now don't look good and it don't sound good. Because starvation is coming. Just like when I warned about the recession. And the recession really come. Starvation is coming. Because how can you tell me that a country like Jamaica, with all the infrastructure for agriculture, is now finding itself cannot even feed the people within the country?
Can't feed itself.
Yeah? That shows that this country has declined way beyond the line of poverty. You understand? And so, in keeping with reality, the changes have to make immediately come September. Have to, by all means.
But melting pot.
We cannot afford to keep this shamble government in operation. This shamble government, the leader has shown in no uncertain manner how much money they are taking away from taxpayers' revenue. The party leader alone have 28 bank accounts. Only 3 was looked at, and the 3 revealed 473 million. You can imagine when the next 25 touch. Eh? I remember, you know, we see all the petrojam thing, you know.
Bombard.
600,000 barrel oil gone to Wheatland and him come along them value at 5.2 billion Jamaican dollars, you know. We see rural Reed take 55 million from education, you know. Hagging tie. Him chop so much that me can't not up film bill. Film bill too big.
Too big. Talk about the 600 million, the bushing thing, and then the police car, and then the 3 million over there. So he said, Andrew tell him, him said Andrew.
Yes, because I mean, yes. When I get tired, the 300,000 US, you know, from AA, you know.
Yeah, 3 million US. 3 million US.
And 450 million Jamaican that, you know.
Yeah, man.
That no come back all now, we no see the light and the light shine on that, you know. You understand?
By the way, ask Honest to me. Him friend we get the NHT money where him do a deal where we must see the man appear. And first never hear this. The man appear about the money I know, you know. The 600 million when him take him friend. For NHT every bill house and the man
650 million. 650 million.
We must see
No. They don't pay back. The man take the money and buy equipment, you know, and start something for himself.
Yeah, man, that's him, the man.
You understand? A scam, Andrew want to scam the money from NHT, you know.
So, hold on there. How much Andrew want to and Nigel Clark get out of that?
That's
well, when the real investigation come, we will know. Because they have to benefit from that, you know. Because
Andrew want to and Nigel Clark have to get a food out of that.
Have to.
They have to. And them are going to get most of the food.
Definitely. That's why them silent. Anytime you don't hear them talk, you know them involved. Them silent. Because nobody can tell me know them things they're running on. By common sense, me know these things go. If the big Dan don't approve of something, it can't go through. I remember when him approve of criminality, him have a benefit. We don't want to know nothing more than that narrative. And Andrew are the big Dan. Here, all of them command and portfolio. Everything where you see happening at Jamaica, it happened to Andrew Holness.
But
Andrew Holness was a man of class and substance. Jamaica run good and a flourish. But Andrew Holness is a load of shit. Big pile of garbage that. Here, and all who want to run behind him and feel like so well that Andrew are carrying upon him back. Him not carrying no. Andrew no want to upon him back. Andrew is all for one and one for all. Him have himself alone. You understand? So when you continue run and hitch up underneath the cow tail and see if him not boxing with them shit tail in our face. Him no want to know. Here? Because you cannot lend Andrew Holness what he want. Andrew Holness want millions and billions. I want to have it. Andrew Holness was driven by greed.
Yeah, melting pot. This are the same pathological liar where say promise 5 in 4. Grow the economy by 5% in 4 years, right? This is the same pathological liar who's a failure who promised prosperity. But now the United Nations report what we just got through reveal that them create poverty instead of prosperity for the people them.
Yeah,
them create prosperity for themselves.
Yes.
Councillor Joy said them there for 8 years and fill them crop.
All right.
So for 8 years them are get rich while the Jamaican populace are suffer. And then, now look how much the price of a carrot gone to.
One carrot.
And it's not even like just say a pound of carrot, you know, just say 1 carrot for $300. Orange, 1 orange for $250. I have never seen that in all of my life growing up in Jamaica. A poverty them create for the people them. And JLP supporters I feel the same thing because them are pay the same price like everybody else. So let's see if them are going to want to go back to the polls and vote for more of this. Or them are go to the polls and vote for change. So like you said, the people them down at Tivoli Garden, over Thai-Spen, Spanglers, Tel Aviv, everywhere. Because you have GLP in every division, every constituent. So we are call them out. No matter what them there, south side, everywhere. Backbush, Jakes Road, the whole of them. You never go back and vote for them thing, yeah? After one I got you, 1 orange for $250, one finger ripe banana for $200, and them say prosperity this. Brethren, me no know. This a take away from the people them future.
But at the talk about the 4 and 5, you know, Marky G there in a parliament this week, and I see a piece of shit house named Hero Clark at Shira Clark. No, not Hero Clark. Eri Clark. She-Rai Clark. Turn off my for the man, you know. That piece of fucking shit when named She-Rai Clark, you know. Turn off my for the opposition leader, you know. You understand? And the opposition leader is the man where I highlight the failure and the part of the government for not doing the right thing to move the country forward. And then turn off Mike on the man. That piece of fucking shit when named She-Rai Clark.
He might carry belly for comrade leader because comrade leader sue him for talk about him wife. So him have him up. Him bitter. Him is a bitter person.
Well, him can't stay one side with him bitterness, you know, because him a go on with too much fuckery in Jamaica now, you know. That piece of fucking shit when named She-Rai Clark.
True.
Yeah? Him have him thing where him a breach political code of conduct, you know.
Yes.
I put up billboard about Spark program, you know.
Yes, that piece of
understand?
Yes.
And that is against law.
Yeah,
I did want them down there, you know, so no campaigning on road and water for the upcoming election. I tell them from the last week in September, you know. And it come like them now heed my plea. We don't want no campaign on the road and water in Jamaica. We want people come out, come tell the voters them what is the next step beyond road and water.
But Melting Pot. What we say want people, Andrew, not you, know, you can't come out and tell nobody else again, you know? Not at all, you know. If you just come tell me, say you're going to surrender and go in and go face the court and do your thing. Because there is nothing where you come with nobody now listen to. You're a patakat. Let me just tell you this. So we don't want to see you come out now. When them come out with all the while, Melting Pot, when them voice them liar voice, I think when them come out with that about we want to see this. We don't want to see nothing from you.
You can't come with that, man.
No, I better just don't come.
The manifesto.
They manifest. They manifest. Talk. Yes.
Them can't come with that. Them come with that, you know, I run them way now.
Yes.
I run them way. Because the manifesto where them have, you know, that should have take effect from about 7 years ago. Jamaicans now feel it.
It's still not manifest. It not manifest all now.
You start feel the growth. How you having plan where you tell the people, but the Jamaicans that last Jamaica, you must for one orange, $250 made a paying me right now. Me can get 6 orange on the road for £1. 6.
I go on an orange tree.
I went on an orange tree up here, we can't grow one, but I can get 6.
For a pound.
For a pound. I can get 6 banana sometimes for 79p.
200
in a supermarket.
Let me just run it at $200. You might get 6 orange for $200. Go and get 6 orange for $200, you know, you might get.
Yeah.
How much orange? Look at that work.
And me get a dozen for $2.99. That's $3. A dozen orange for $3. That's a what? $3 in a Jamaica money, what? 150 to
450.
450 for a dozen orange.
Yeah.
No, the dozen orange are $1,000 feet in Jamaica.
Yeah. Well, no way at all, boy. If one have for 250, 12,224, $3,000 for a dozen orange.
No, them sell it cheaper some place. So them sell it like $1,000 for the dozen. Some people, but when you buy it one month, remember them have to buy it and sell it back, you know. Remember them have to make money, you know. It's wicked, you know. I saw them make money. $200 for a ripe banana, brother. Eh?
My campaign to the people, if you're a labor right, make sure you vote PNP for once in your life. Make the change. Because this for now undergo, you know. This not good, you know.
Nah.
This not good. While a man and him wife and him 2 sons, them wealthy.
Yeah.
You understand? Then at this no one, I run behind a leader where female household of the finest of the finest of the finest. I don't have nothing. Up to the table now, a bow weevil and I'm out on the table because it not use. So you know when something not use, insect I go take it up. You understand? Because you can't, how much time you can't go around the table as a family go eat. So now I have a problem.
How much of them have table, brother? No lie, how much of them have table right now?
Well then, you know, you must say bow weevil and I'm it down, man. So my table gone.
But Lonesome, watch out.
Yes.
All of this that we are discussing, and as it relates to what the United Kingdom report that we have just read.
United
Nations, sorry. And, you know, we learn as it relates to the depletion of the economy and the struggles within the economy as it relates to poverty, because that is speaking directly to poverty. And where we have seen that Andrew Holness run on the narrative of prosperity.
Yes.
But if you look at the period being affected, right, as it relates to between the period 2020 to 2022 or 23.
23, yes.
Right? We have seen, right, as it relates to the suffrage that Jamaica, right, is experiencing. Now, where am I going? Now, to show you how deceitful the Prime Minister is, that Jamaica need to really keen in on the Prime Minister to show you how vicious and cruel this man is. This man is riding on the opportunity of Beryl. Now, Beryl as a disaster becomes an opportunity for him to do what? To blame Beryl, to wrap up all of his ineptness and put into Beryl to say, okay, it is because of Beryl why, you know, we are in all of this mess. Poverty increased because Beryl affected this, Beryl affected that. Beryl, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Beryl was 2024. Beryl was 2024. Now, let me go to something else. In terms of, and I'm talking to people in Tivoli, you know, Tivoli Gardens. I need particularly the GLP stronghold need to listen to what I'm saying. And I want you guys to research it yourself. Let us put the politics out of this. And we're talking about real life issues. Let us talk about some kitchen table issues. Things that affect, right, our pocketbook. Now let us back up. In 2015, the minimum wage was $5,600 in 2015. I want people to listen to me now. Today, as we speak, we saw the Prime Minister came out many times, him and the vicious financial minister, finance minister, Nigel Clark, selling a narrative that never in the history of Jamaica that any government, right, had raised the minimum wage to $15,000. Never in the history of Jamaica. And when he said that narrative, whoa, for him, it looked good. Because you know why he said that narrative? Because he undermined the intelligence of Jamaican people. True. Now, this is what now we are going to pull to him now. Mr. Prime Minister, since you are making comparison between 2015 as it relates to the $5,600 minimum wage, dollar per dollar, dollar for dollar, and you are relating it to your so-called increased minimum wage of $15,000, dollar per dollar. Let me ask you a question now, Prime Minister. And let me ask the Finance Minister this, who is no longer here, and ask all your minions this. I want you to go back in your dictionary and I want you, Prime Minister, to type in purchasing power. This is where we are going to talk to you now. Purchasing power. Now, let us look at the $5,600 in 2050 as it relates to its particular purchasing power at the time, measuring against the rate of inflation. How much things that the $5,600 would be able to purchase during 2050. When you check that, let us look, Mr. Prime Minister, your minion and your devil workers. Your $15,000 measuring and comparing to the purchasing power of 2015. How much things your $15,000 minimum wage can buy, measure now to the rate of inflation? Come, Prime Minister. Now let us start. In 2015, $5,600 could at least buy you more than 5 baby feeding. 5 infamy at the time, right? Google it. Could have purchased you roughly about 5 infamy. Now let us look on 2000, right? And 2025. as it relates to how much, right? You're 15,000, how much of that feeding that can buy? Let us dig into that. Now, so in 2015, the $5,600 might be full of a basket with roughly about 10 to 12 items in that basket. Let us demonstrate the basket that you demonstrated in Parliament, right? You could have roughly about 10 to 12 items in that basket as it relates to 2015. Let me ask you now, Mr. Prime Minister, going in any supermarket in Jamaica, right? Can that $15,000, you understand, came up with roughly about 12 of the regular basic food items that people are going to buy as it relates to what the 2015, as it relates to the 5,600 purchasing power could buy. And we are talking about cornmeal, we are talking about bully beef, we are talking about bread, we are talking about oil, and if we want to get a little bit bossy, we talk about saltfish, might be sardine and so forth and so forth. How much of that can contain in a basket that you have demonstrated in Parliament, right, using $15,000? What are they? You know, you hear how much a pound for one sweet pepper? What are they? Prime Minister? You know, you hear how much you a pound for your sweet pepper? A pound for your sweet pepper. Eh?
But you're right, banana. But me go say something to him too, Byron. So Prime Minister, the 15 grand, you have to look at the people them purchasing power. Bread was for $250. You have to look at Tina Mac with like $70, $60, $50. Pound of flour like $30. You know, and then money there. How much you a pound of flour and pound of rice and pound of sugar now? You can't buy over $100 and everything, right?
One informal of $2,600.
So everything gone up in how much for that money can't buy nothing at all. You know, say I remember the bus fare, taxi fare now about $150. I'm more someplace. So see just a local drive. You take 2 taxi and come back at $600. You never use the cars and nothing like that. So right now you can't pay a light bill neither, no. Plus tax. All of these things are plus tax. Light bill, this and that. You know, say it not the purchasing power.
Yes.
You know, say it not the purchasing power. But I just say you stay. You try to treat the people. Not only that, Byron. But yes. Let me say something to the Prime Minister, to Byron, and let it go back. Him and Elijah. If you have pay every year in every country, when people come out and they want to pay, a backward go it come forward. So if you're the government and you even put out 1 cent, it might not have the purchasing power, but the money have more than the previous government. Have to. Because remember, you have to raise the pay. So when you say no other government, it not make no sense, Byron, it no kind of water. When them say no other government ever raise this, you know, give people pay increase. It not for raise automatically, Byron.
Exactly.
So what the matter, and they're still not the purchasing power. So when you talk, it don't even carry no water and not even basket that, brother. It's an empty thing, man, and not even basket that. See? When I say it never even make no sense. Them no make, when you raise something, you can't say no other government, because back then, things cheaper, the money never reach, so you never have to raise the pay for put it yes or neither. And do it now have the purchasing power. And by the way, every year or every 2 years when you raise pay, it will go up, it not go back where. It go up. So you say no other government. It don't make no sense. Is that tricky, no, brother?
And the dollar wasn't as the dollar depreciate from 2015 to now. At 2015 it was 122 to 1. Now it's 158 to 1. So that's a big thing too. You have to include that too.
That too.
Them guy are some joker here, sir. And I mean, it's just be a lie and be a publicity garbage them roll out for the people. You understand? Because I mean, Nigel Clark, you know, we know when do, you know. And the boys are gone. And the water boy duty at IMF. Nigel Clark done a job at IMF, you know. That was a propaganda when they tell the boy might take up big post. Nigel Clark don't have no job up there. Nigel Clark is just a shuffler, a send out boy. But Nigel Clark had to run away because of some domestic affair in Jamaica surrounding him and the chief. So he did have to leave. You understand? And because IMF want Nigel Clark, that is a lie them tell to Jamaica again. If you check out the reality, Nigel Clark is not working for IMF. Nigel Clark had to leave Jamaica because of some form of domestic affair, people. He had to get out.
Why you said the Cayman Islands, them exposed at the Cayman Islands?
No, something beyond the Cayman Island. You understand? Something go down with him and the chief, you know. You understand? I have to lift up. Because some little domestic affair are going on at the party. Nigel Clark not working for the IMF. Me can't tell him that. Nigel Clark not working with the IMF. That was only the narrative them put out. He might have to lift up because of domestic affair with him and the boss. Okay. So now get to the facts straight, people. Don't make them come to no garbage and no eat and full up on the head. So Nigel Clark I work with IMF. He's not working for no IMF. Make them tell you why Nigel Clark have left Jamaica.
You sure about that, Melting Pot?
How we ask the man, you know, we not deal with nothing more than facts from you, so man. We not do wolfing. No wolfing, you know. Facts. Nigel Clark have to lift up because of domestic affair. Okay. Mess with the big man thing.
But all we have to do is Google the IMF board of directors, you know, and if him name that upon the board of directors, that means he's not an employee.
Well, him did want to run a long time because him under pressure still. So he want to go over there because him come with austerity measure. Him just want to go cool out. So when they call him, him water boy, him just do it. Because him not do nothing really there, you know. Him just get little money and them have him give them little water. Come here! And him run go. Him know that. You know, him name that you will never hear him up front and him not go nowhere. So when him there, so him can go in and little thing and say, you may get you from them, you know. Yeah, man. No, I know, so them I get crucified Jamaica, you know. So I want him around, you know. Can't move nothing, lie gel, Latin, you know, brother.
I live up, man.
Yeah, I live in the man. Can't know, say, I take him the pen, water boy, brother. So,
why they start work at the butcher and I cut beef me here?
Yeah, a water boy, man. So him feel good when him there. Nah, go nowhere. But only sit man though, you just say we have class and you know we people, you know, request our minister. You know,
somebody put 2,700 for certain formula, baby formula in Jamaica. I don't know if you can see this through my camera. Look on the formula price here.
Oh, that one there. Yeah, me see it. Yeah.
Look on the price.
Try to look more. Go up, look up. I'm not gonna see the price good. It's all right. Yeah.
That's a 2,700 for that.
No, man. More to second. Hold on there.
Oh, when it's second, I can't see it. Try to look more. Go up, look more too. Come up, look more.
Hold on. Let me try it up. See,
yeah.
Let me count the price.
Mm-hmm.
See. Yeah, see, hold on.
Come on, one good camera. Yeah, come on. Turn your hand and through the light, you know.
Yeah. But the price rate, Wayne. Hold on there. Wayne, let me send it to you. That's it.
Yeah, send it to me. Just get that screenshot and let me show it up.
Yo, some of them are $8,700.
So no, them baby mother, listen, man. Them
let me send it to Wayne.
Divide the price by 15,000 and I will tell you how much formula you can buy.
Well, I know. Let me send it to you. Some of them are $8,700 for some of the information.
Why this bad enough? The camera.
No, that's crazy.
See that?
Some of them are $8,700. See that? $8,700 for information. So nobody can buy that. Last one at 2,000.
So that means
one on up milk from formula 2,600.
So what I know? That means the minimum wage can buy 200 in a field.
No.
Less 2.
Minimum wage can buy 2 in a field, you know. At the 8,700.
I'm not trying to show you, man.
So where them are run out and I go on like boat, You're the first government to pay 15,000. You have to be the first. If you move it from where then and put it there, so then you are the one in control of
But
it.
9 first. Can't remember 2 times the man do, you know. So you go 9 and then they move it 9 and can't film thing go way up so. From where they way up so. I remember them have chop so much and them have the PSOJ about them. You know, with them nasty. These people boycott PSOJ when I ran for them.
Yeah.
We don't play with them. Straight boycott for them.
Hey, but panel, you can't imagine that them 2025, yeah? Jamaican earn 15,600 minimum wages. And less than 100 US a week. Eh?
Yeah, 95 US dollar.
Exactly.
95 US dollar.
And a government have a check. Credit.
And the hotel worker they make $80 a week.
Eh?
The hotel worker they make $80. The hotel worker make less than minimum wage, $80 a week.
I know.
A garbage are going in the country, man. Garbage are going in the country. This is why we're telling the people themselves, whether on our labor right, we don't have to come vote for PMP this time. If we don't want on a life to excel, we don't have to come out and vote PMP. No 2 ways about it. You understand? Because me don't know if it's not 2025. Remember the man promised first world country by 2030. You know? Wait, how far with it from 2030?
Brother.
And with them, see the letter when he F will start the word first.
Brother, let me answer you know. A country where it's still a cast, when I have no pipe water, but still a DD and paper and a throw it and a bury it and them thing, then I have no flush toilet. When I have no food in them house, how that turn first world country? Yeah? But can't send them youth go to school, we can't feed themselves. Where the government, a member of the government, them rich everlasting, them turn billionaire. Not millionaire, not billionaire again. Billionaire. Turn billionaire. Yeah, turn billionaire.
All of them are shoot off at the start. A million of them shoot off.
Yeah?
It's million them they work for towards now. That man have done with million too small for them. Remember the trendsetter Andrew Holness, you know. So we expect the minions them have to go try for, you know, try and attain fame footstep, you know. You understand? A billion them guy deal with again tied all of them bush rat, lollipop jar, all of them want back on the money from on the car, on the get that honestly, you know. A be a dishonest money on the sit down pan, you know. Andrew Wheatley, you know, come tell me how much of the gas station you share up with them, you know. That's 600,000 barrel of oil where you move from Petrojam in Andrew Wheatley. You need to come tell Jamaican public how much of the parliamentarian them get gas station out of it. And a joke business where Melting Pot I tell you, so you need to come out, come talk. Because if you don't come now, you have to come sometime down the future, you know.
Melting Pot, tell Big Mama say we want him on them side because they matter about people. If you don't come on that side, it'll be a fire, you know. Because we are exposed more people, you know. You come with your thing them and come chat to her on that side, you know.
The God let you know.
Which what the God you come on here, so, and then by the evening you go around there, so Byron, you see the show later in the night. Go on and Byron drill it to you know.
Yeah man, him can't come. If him can't come on the platform.
Remember if you not coming at 24 hours, boy, you know. I worries would be on you, you know. And PMP not listening with that the garbage with my throat. Make him go pay him 1.2 billion. Them is garbage.
Yeah. Let me just say this real quick, Father Lonesome and Melting Pot, Sir Byron. Back to the formula where Sir Byron just use $5,600 can buy you 5 formula in 2015. Today, the same formula that you could have get 5 cans for in 2015 with a minimum wage of $15,000 per week, you can only buy 1.7 formula. So you see the huge difference in terms of inflation. How inflation and poverty are setting because prices has increased on goods and services. And so the 5,600 scenario that you use, you could have get 5 times than what you're getting today, which is a crying shame. So them create more poverty for the people of Jamaica under them Ponzi schemes of prosperity that never trickle down to the average Jamaican people.
UN says, UN does put it out. I hope them see it and read and understand it. Not we. UN does put it out.
You can imagine when United Nations put out a statement in regards to poverty in your country, you can't refute that, you know. You have to just accept that. Because this is what the United Nations does. These people do their own investigation and come up with their analysis, and whenever they come out, that's why they don't run out and make statement willy-nilly, you know. But when they put out something, you know, it's factual. So I am saying to Jamaicans, take heed of the message coming from the Titans. You know, I need to go out and vote PNP in this 2025 election, because there is no hope or future for now in this Labour Party regime. Remember Andrew telling you one thing, you know, but it look like we never take heed. Him saying no care about politics and re-election, him care about legacy. No, me sure no Andrew HOLNESS not going to none of him legacy, you know. Him not going to do that. You understand? So now we go fend for yourself after him yam out the country wealth within the 9 years. Him not left back not even crumbs food. Tivoli Guard don't have to make a change in the soon surrounding downtown. Bushrat have a whole heap of thing, you know, much apartment and gas station, you know. But Bushrat not do nothing for no down there. Bushrat have all the stinking sewage water, stink up on the place. When I cook on the food, them smell that blowing out on the pot in a Tivoli Garden and surrounding. You understand? But when you just want die in a GLP, so I want to know so politics go. If you don't want good out of politics, you can't just bury yourself in a trench and no one come out of the trench. Then if shit throw down pound in there, you have to take the scent. If the man them pile up garbage or anything and throw pound in the trench, oh no escape that. Eh? When you did born green, me don't know what we're going to do down at West Kingston, you know. Over 50 years, the man them have West Kingston at them disposal and look for West Kingston. It's a goddamn shame. It's the worst city in our capital anywhere in the world. And that's the one. And then come on, I will live at Tivoli. Come on, man, you get real, man. You don't live nowhere. The dumb people don't live, man. Look on the surrounding. I see man up there put pallet. Pallet na the road, you know. Big Spanish Town Road, the main road. Well, in Jamaica, a Spanish Town Road. And look at Bushrat take it and doing it. Eh?
That's something to you, though. That's something to you. I'm sure some them people that follow politics, them not wise. If you live on the waterfront like them are south side, and Tivoli, because the river, they see us the right there.
Yes.
So you should have, no politician, if them respect you, shouldn't have phone and talk about them are done and gone. You should have yacht in that sea. You should have, there should have be beachfront where people come, like when you say you have hotels and things, like when you go to country, Nigel and things, at the beach, that, you know, at the sea.
Of course.
Them have the seafront, you know, brother. They don't get such a nice where everybody want to go live, you know. No, I gun them a fire and a do all kind of things, and look what them do to this. You should even have one gun in this fire. Only have no ambition. Get real, man.
But I tell you,
better them should have a nice beach there and everything, and people are come down, you know, do some nice business. And you have a business district. And instead I want to should have stand up for righteousness to make politicians trick, you know. Be a gun and be a sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is short, this is scary.
Yeah. The bottom line is the criminal prime minister and him government has failed the Jamaican people.
That's true.
And that is a fail. He's not only a loser, he's a failure. And he does not deserve another term in office, but a prison term behind bars. And why I'm come a foreign, come go spend him time behind in a prison, not in a Jamaica.
No, I'm going to do whatever them send fee. But no, him to spend time in Jamaica, do you know?
No, man.
Yeah, when you go in, you can't come out.
That's what I want him to spend time.
Well, and what we have to do, we have to build a real prison, rehabilitation center for the youth them. And you see, all that state a crack and a mash up, We want him down there, we want Strike 5 down there, we want the one of them down there, you know. Athlete foot and the one of them Muako. In a GP, the one of them for them. Again, the in them for them. You see, people them and where you're going there can't come out. You have no toilet and take same weight for time.
Hey, right now, I don't see one member in the GLP party where we can say credible and something about them. You know, the whole of them are part of cat and criminal, you know. But as the Byron say, you know, them like to keep Shantytown, you know, because Shantytown, you know, them loot and shoot for you. So that's why Tivoli will never improve, because them have to keep Tivoli as a Shantytown, you know.
Well,
and Edward, Siaga and the rest of them after, you know. That is the blueprint of Tivoli Yard, you know. Let's have this as our Shantytown, because these people will loot and shoot for us.
That's why we have to make sure them don't touch Portmore and turn Portmore in a Shantytown. Because Portmore better than where. You know, all the people them over Gregory Park, them they even build back them house or burn down. A chapel in the people them still live under. This is the mentality of this government.
Yes.
Them live on Beverly Hills in a $300 million mansion, while people are live under Chapalin. I'm promising them are gonna build back them house. And I know. Father Lonesome, about a year and a half now, them house burned down. A year.
2 years gone.
2 years, yeah. And the people them are suffering under Chapalin. It's a crying shame.
Exactly.
And then should I never live down the people them.
Right.
After the car could have repair, you know. Car never burn out completely.
Carry long tongue and them foolishness and carry on to them. For us. We say we do something for the people them here. All right. Anyway, gentlemen, we see we have chop and we know so the thing set, you know, so we chop gone over that long time, we know we don't see it, you know. Right. I remember, police, this was election. And you see wrong so, remember, we have facts take everything on this, yeah?
Yeah.
We not around put you. And Big Mama can't see, the Big Mama, them have a question. Them are going to send out when they could put for we step them and fling them under the boat. But fling back Big Mama under Big Mama inside.
I just say this real quick before you close. You say the criminal prime minister and the DPP are the two most scrutinized people right now in Jamaica. And the eyes upon the file upon them. And the eagle from above eyes upon them. And Mystic upon them. And Titans upon them. And Rattigan upon them. So I watch the DPP and I watch the criminal prime minister. Every move that they make, we scrutinize them. So that me I go close with.
Big Mama, you have less than 24 hours for your documents then.
Pastor Ricky, you know, tomorrow we keep this day, you know.
All right.
You need to bring Father Lonesome Friday night over there too, man.
Father Lonesome busy, one of the night them do.
All right. Respect. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Cool.
Titans! No two about it. 1 a.m.
Start packing